Hey, we are back with Crow Inquisitors. This is episode number 50, which I think is pretty fitting because Cantarius is about to kill his nemesis of the entire campaign. So that's a good
special
episode
50 episode
extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
Yeah.
Will Cantarius not roll badly and accomplish something great in his character arc?
How much
Stay
fate do you
tuned to
have?
find out. Yeah, that's
Yeah, for the post on social media, I wrote, today we have a new episode of Crow Inquisitors. Today, Cantarius. Let's see, I'm trying to find how I wrote it again. Today, Cantarius visits hell and goes toe to toe with the demon on his shoulder.
nice.
So that's a pretty good description of what's.
You're pretty flexible. You get your toes all the way up to the shoulder.
Cantarius has been doing some yoga,
Easy.
Yeah,
much easier than killing demons.
Stretching.
Yeah.
As a very inflexible person, I doubt that slightly.
Yeah.
You mean you hope it's not true?
Yeah, it feels harder. Okay, so Cantarius, this is a big U session today. And then you're going to change that first one.
Yeah,
which one of those?
I just Ezra's just moving. I know what it's just
this one could be if you still cared about
there.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so my beliefs is Winter is connected to Eurus, which means his presence is linked to his. I will keep Winter somehow.
Cool.
This world is more than blood and gold. I will enter the intellectual plane.
Mm-hmm.
Eurus is inside of Armando. I must kill Eurus in order to spare Armando's life and defeat the demon.
Cool.
And then I'm going to leave the exorcism stuff to you, I think, Dellon.
You're going to have me fight the demon?
No, just the exorcism. So,
remember, you guys need to actually break the
severing
bond.
his bond between him and the demon. I think we're going to leave it to you as a faith roll.
No,
it is quite literally a faith roll, though. Like, in the actual rules, that's what exorcisms are.
Yeah, I definitely can't do that. By which I mean I'm not capable of hitting that difficulty.
I mean, that's not true, but it will be difficult.
It's not true in the way that you say you could get 6 6s with one fate. So
I was figuring that Cantarius could help you. Also, HA would be able to help you. No, but he could do
help
a
with
link
the
test.
Intellectual discipline, I suppose.
He could give you extra dice or something.
I don't know if he put a lot of eggs in one basket.
I literally brought him here because you were the exorcism guy.
That's right.
I mean, that's fair. I just found that faith that's what the rules say is an exorcism, is that faith obstacle. So,
but I still could use the intellectual discipline.
Yeah, you could.
What was the faith op?
Theo's like, let's do it. I'm gonna do it. The dead faith guy, let's go.
Yeah, let me find it.
Well, he probably isn't gonna help me.
Dead faith guy gonna kill your faith too, Armando. Get out of here.
The question is, what is Eurus's will? Okay, yes, he's slightly higher than the purification one. It is. Oh, what's your faith right now, Theo?
6, I think.
Nice. Okay, you can do this then. It would be an OB 6 test for you.
Oh, interesting.
Dellon, what's your faith at?
5.
It's still 5. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say you actually can't do this then because.
Yeah.
Oh, very interesting. Dead faith guy, let's go.
Yeah. Can a house divided against itself stand?
I just thought of something. If I feel if it succeeds, then I might think twice about this being a dead god.
Mm-hmm.
Or it being a demon.
That's true. He might try to do it to trick you.
I'm like, maybe this is the one true god. And if it's not, then he's got me fooled. Because I'm thinking, I'm kind of this is the test, because if he allows me to cast out a demon that seems like he's a good guy, or a good.
Right, that's true.
So it might change things, because I would not suspect that he's a bad guy. I mean, if it doesn't work, then I still don't know, because maybe it's just like not part of God's plan, or the demon intentionally stopped me, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I do think Caleb just answered that question by saying, "Will a house divided against itself stand?"
I mean, we've dropped it multiple times, and this is actually a demon as players. But yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. And then even if you fail, Cantarius could still try something.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. But I should finish my instincts. Always be on the lookout for the bonds that tie demons to the physical world. Always offer forgiveness to those who repent, and always be on the hunt for demons.
Very good. Then you got a butt ton of traits.
Do you want me to read
them?
No, but we definitely need to remember affinity for demons.
Yeah, affinity for demons will be important this one, as well as I have aura determination back. So
yes. And you have driven with brawling, so that will be the final roll you make to kill him ultimately. So you gotta remember that.
Unless Dellon just kills him with his sword, and if we can all get transported there.
Yeah.
Well, if you exercise, then you actually have to kill the demon.
Yeah, there's two different steps here. I'm
gonna be honest. Cantarius punching a demon sounds cool, but Cantarius also being like Eurus is like, "Ha! You're gonna kill me with whose army?" And I'm like, "This army," and it's just Dellon with his sword. And I'm like, it gets smited.
Yeah, it will be harder to accomplish that, right? To get you both there, but yeah. So Dellon. Do you want to keep your stuff relatively the same, or what do you think?
Probably, just because I'm not really sure what else to do.
The one thing that I will be adding to this situation is, we know that Sergio did not want this to happen, right? So he will be sending someone to try to stop you. So you can make a belief about that. It will depend on. I would think, like, if Dellon is going to go with Cantarius, then will probably have the person show up right before you're about to be projected into the astral plane.
Right.
But if he stays behind, I'll probably have him show up after Cantarius has already left. But either way, that seems like a good thing for Dellon to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you have time, you'll go out and figure out more cult stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got Marty and I are working to protect Ceran. I will interrogate my father about his part in this new cult. Sergio has allowed this threat to fester. I will not let him interfere. This new cult around Alphonse's son must have something convincing its adherents. I will determine what doctrine they have twisted to bolster this movement. And on my blade of my life, I shall hold the enemies of God at bay. I will help Cantarius expel this demon as soon as possible.
Nice.
Instincts: never go unarmed under any circumstances. Do whatever it takes to win when something more important than myself is at stake. Never leave a word against the Holy God unchallenged.
Very good. And then if there's anything important for you today, it would be probably nimble for your sword. We'll see.
Commanding aura, maybe, if we have to make steel tests.
Yeah.
Realistic, have to make steel tests.
Cool. All right, Alphonse.
I'm muted. This might be a dumb idea, but I'm all for it. I'll make sure none of us dies on this nonsense mission.
Glad to see you're up for the task here.
Yeah. I guess we can kill demons now. I will assist in the killing of Eurus. I have no idea how to get to this mental realm or whatever, but I will help I spelled that wrong. Cantarius get
you
us there.
Spelled almost every proper name in this wrong. Okay, so then the three different, it's all about it's all about the mission today, but you have three different parts of it, right? Keep everybody alive, kill Eurus, help Cantarius get to the demon realm.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Instincts?
Always find a reason to use my powers, always try to surpass Dellon, always do what I can to protect Yuma.
Nice. And it seems like your "it just might work" trait is relevant today. So. All right, Theo.
All right. I must transcend to godhood. I will prepare myself by sharpening my will, nerve, and faith. A new patron has offered me power, but he might be a demon and deceive me. I will test my faith in order to find out if he is the one true God or a dangerous demon.
Nice.
I will help Asia find and secure the keys to prevent others from using them. We will find out which one Faustus has and where he has it.
Nice. Yep, that makes sense to me. Instincts?
Never give up a chance at power. Always trust my friends. Never heed danger.
Very fun. And then we have Faith in Dead Gods. Just gonna come up
Hopefully,
in just a second.
hopefully, I never give up a chance to grab at power. It doesn't come into play today.
Theo, I
He
think,
says,
might get
he's
mold
like,
breaker here.
if you
We'll
don't
see.
do anything, I will give you this one.
Yep, yep.
Why not use
Okay.
this demon? It is a gift.
Wait, one does not simply walk into the intellectual plane.
There you go. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I don't think there's that actual name for it yet, but hell is as good as any name. The Void, probably.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
So the intellectual plane is hell.
So the
Is
place
there
you're
like a
actually
mind
going
palace?
is like the
With the
place you're
squid in
actually
there?
going is like a weird shadowy realm that's like encompassing the planet right now, like a weird smoky intrusion. So yeah, it's like a weird void realm that's like
The
shouldn't be
reason-
there.
The reason it's intellectually related is because that's how you're gonna get there. It's not because that's the realm.
It's not the
schedule.
cognitive realm in Brandon
You're right.
Sanderson's.
Yeah.
It's not actually a intellectual plane.
Yeah. Basically, you're like, instead of sending my body to hell and then being in hell, I'm just gonna send my brain there so I can come back.
Yeah. Cool. So is this Cantarius basically saying, "All right, time to do an exorcism," and Theo's like, "No, wait, I'll do it." Like, how does that go down?
Probably if Theo's okay with that, because I don't think Cantarius would be like, "Hey Theo, I know you're having like a faith crisis, but
I think he says maybe he says, I need to know something for sure. Let me try. So he's sort of vague, but he's like, because he wants to test. He's sort of testing the god or the demon or whatever. Because
Sure. Sounds
he's
good to
secretly
me.
doing his own investigation, but he's just like,
Yeah.
he's like, let me try first. Doesn't hurt, Maybe it will
What-
hurt. I don't know.
What do you say,
One
Cantarius?
way to find out.
If Theo
say that
said
again.
Theo says the thing that we just said he would say.
I
Right,
said,
like, let me try.
I need to know something for sure. Well, I guess he wouldn't say that because he still wouldn't tell him for sure. I need
Wow.
to try something first.
Yeah.
Let me. Let me
He
try.
trusts Theo. So yeah, he's like, okay.
Can I?
He
center
nods
first?
and like takes a step back.
Do you think I have a moment to center, Caleb?
Yeah, for sure.
So what was the
you
ob
just want
again?
to
4?
Yeah, you just want to prepare yourself for
Yeah.
what's ahead. I think an ob 3 meditation.
Yeah.
That's what we've been doing as the standard.
I don't have any advantages to that, right?
I don't think so, and I think the point is that you don't want advantages because you're
Yeah,
mainly
right.
trying to get will tests for this. So
Oops. I will use a persona. How many persona do I need to Gray Shade? 10?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
yes, okay. Actually, so right now the test is at if the test is at a 3, you'll just be getting a routine test on it. But I don't think it's going to be harder than that. So, I think what I'll just say is I think it's more important that, and it's probably easy for Theo to meditate in this moment. It's probably more important that you just get dice rather than trying to get your test here. So I'm gonna make it. Let's make it an ob 2 meditation, since it's already going to be a routine test, even if it's a 3.
Okay.
So this one will just be a bubble torch meditation. Nice. Oh, even with your wounds. Oh yeah, I totally forgot that you had wounds, and you should probably try to get those treated here.
Oh, they don't go away after each session? Or if it's a minor
no,
one?
actually,
No.
they get worse if you don't get them
Can
treated.
I heal him?
Yeah. Real quick, let me look at something.
I should probably do that because if I roll a faith, it's
Yeah. So I think
Wait,
Theo,
is-
you managed to push through this right with your meditation, but also as a note, make sure you're doing this on meditation and being learned, not through will. It doesn't matter for this one.
He got to us at the end of last session, so I theoretically could have healed.
You could have, but you didn't. Is the thing.
Well, that's because we were in a rush. Because
I know. Let me see how bad it is. If you don't do that,
okay.
If it's like really bad, then I'll let you. But like if it's just like, oh, it gets a little harder. Let's see.
I still use the persona for will, though, right?
Yes. Yep.
Did you already add it to meditation or no?
I did not.
Okay.
Or I added the bubble to it. Yeah.
You did add a bubble. Okay.
Yes. I thought you meant Eartha, but okay. Where does it say this? Oh, here we go. Bleeding. Here we go. That's what it is. A midi wound must be treated before the conclusion of the session, or else the wound becomes a severe wound. The wound ceases to bleed at severe. I think I'm gonna say that's what happens. Because it's like Theo got to you guys at the very end of last session, and you were all busy with stuff, and I don't think Theo understood how badly he was injured. So, Theo, it's going to advance to a severe wound, but stop bleeding. So you'll have to get it treated and stuff, but it's not going to get any worse from here. But you do now have 3 dice taken away from things.
Peace.
And now Alphonse can try to heal you, but you just were pushing through. Like you got really, really injured with the combat that you got into.
Up the wound as I was running or escaping.
Yeah,
or
pretty
something.
much, right? But yeah, Alphonse, if you'd like to heal him now, you can.
Well, I say like I got this, and then I kind of like start moving, and then I wince. I'm like, ah.
Exactly, yeah.
And then Alphonse notices.
I think so.
What the heck happened to you?
And he just looks at Min. He got into a bit of a ruckus.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I mean, you do know, we explained at the end of last session, Alphonse, that
okay.
he got the orb, so you do know that at least.
Oh, so we know he has the orb?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for getting that back. That saves me the trouble.
Well, if you don't mind, could you help me deal with this?
Yeah.
Okay, so for you, the easiest way to do this is going to be to do a bloodletting roll. For like you're doing essential discipline, obviously, but the actual test the skill you're imitating is bloodletting, and that'll be just an ob 4 test for you. No increased obs beyond that. Or no, sorry, that's for a midi wound. I forgot it advanced. Yes, okay. Your best chance then is to do herbalism at ob 6.
Oh man.
Yikers. I don't think the spatial discipline will help, but can I slow his bleeding with the time one?
Oh, this would be more like you giving yourself better perception of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right? You're giving yourself ATM or whatever, or Electrum or
So Boise. All right.
Did you say Boise?
Yeah, Boise,
Capital
Idaho.
Idaho.
I've got 1 fork. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. Wait. Oh, duh. This is a named ability, so I get 2 automatically.
Yep.
Here, I'll
Oh yeah, you can roll.
I'll do a faith roll. Yeah. What? It's op 3, right?
You're trying to give extra dice.
Yeah.
Because you're doing it against someone else, I think it's op 4. You just have believer if you're doing it against yourself.
You don't have believer anymore.
Well, I mean, yeah, neither Theo nor Alphonse have believer.
Oh. All right, well, I'll just do the 1 dice, so it's 3.
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
Yep. 1 dice for 3.
Wait, what?
You watch. Now you're going to get more than 3, but...
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Pictures. Got 5 somehow. Oh, I got 2 6s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep,
well.
so you can get 1 die on that, Alphonse.
Okay.
But yeah, it's already automatically open-ended, so.
So I get 4 total then. Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
Not even.
There you go.
Yeah, you got 2
Nice.
6s at the end of that chain and rerolled successes again, so nice.
There you go.
All right, awesome. Yeah, so Theo, your wound is treated, which means you now you need to make the actual recovery test. The margin of success gives you dice on this roll, so you get 4 extra dice to your health test. And it is an OB4 health test.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I get 4 advantages.
Yep, because Athlon's got 4 over the obstacle. So.
4 said.
Yep. Nice. Yeah, that was so many 6s, dude. Whoa. I think almost all of your successes were 6s.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Crazy.
5 out of the 6
You got 1
successes.
4.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to roll a D3 here. It's going to take you 3 months to fully recover from these wounds.
Ugh. I
The first
hate
die-
burning wheel healing system.
Yeah, the
It's
first
so
die immediately
frustrating.
gets taken away, so you're back down to 2 dice of penalty.
So he's going to be at
Um,
minus 2 dice for 3 months.
No, he'll be at
Okay.
he'll be at 2 dice for 1.5 months, and then
Oh
the
my
last
gosh.
1.5 months he'll be at 1 die.
Cool.
This game.
Have fun having a penalty for the rest of this.
So,
Yeah.
so Theo,
I guess.
as a reminder, there are several options you have to negate these penalties, right? One is simply
Meditation.
let's see,
You can
gritting
spend
your
some
teeth.
kind of arthright to,
You
yeah.
can make an OB4 health test
Oh, it's a test.
to attempt to shrug off 1 die of that 2 dice penalty. And you can do that at any point that you would have a few beats of time to try to grit your teeth and prepare yourself for something.
If you failed, does it like add a dice or?
But there's nothing that bad that happens if you fail. Yep.
Okay.
It's just a free thing that you can attempt anytime you have a moment before to grit your teeth. You can also spend a persona to negate a die of wound penalty.
I didn't know that
but
the health option was, or health test was an option. It's pretty cool.
Yep. So basically,
okay.
before you do anything, might as well just make an OB4 health test to see if you can shrug it off.
Was that a difficult or a challenging that I just rolled?
for
It
health?
says routine.
It's
That's
just
routine.
routine.
Never mind. Just kidding.
Hey, no. What you needed? You actually just advanced your health to 5.
Oh,
You literally needed 1 roll routine, and you already had your
sorry.
2 difficulties. So
Nice.
For health?
yeah, for health, he was at 4,
Health is-
so you got health at 5.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't think stats had routines.
No, attributes do.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
so health, steals, circles, resources, they all
Yeah.
have routines.
no advantages, I'm assuming, because it's just a health roll.
I think so. You could do like a meditation or something if you wanted to, but you'll have your wound penalty.
You
for
can take
that,
a
so.
moment before you take a moment, so you can do it. Take a moment to do it then.
Exactly.
You said, "Oh yeah, I got to grit my teeth." This is what it's for, right?
That's what you're doing. Is you're spending.
What's the
Just make
space up
op
for
4.
that?
Op
4?
4. Yep.
Oof.
But again, nothing bad happens if you fail, which is good because you got literally 0
Oh
successes.
gosh. Yeah, you used up all your luck on that last roll, which to be
But
fair
you
was
gotta-
the roll to use your luck
But you
on.
got a difficult test. So this is the thing, Theo. Having this happen to you means that you're going to advance your health pretty quickly here, right?
Okay.
There's nothing to improve the healthiness of your body like pushing it through a wound to do things it shouldn't do.
So that roll was to do what exactly?
To
He already just
negate his
increased it.
damage dice.
To grit his teeth and get rid of 1 die of penalty for what he's going to do next.
The other health
Gotcha.
test was
Okay.
to recover from the wound.
Okay.
Would it be a dumb idea to use 2 persona for this?
For the faith roll you're about to do,
Can I use more than 1 persona?
You can
you
use
can use
it
up to
fine.
3. Up to
Okay.
3 in 1 roll.
Except for in the first session when I think Jared used like 12 because we didn't know
Yes,
that
in the
rule.
first season we didn't know that was a thing you couldn't do, or second season. too.
But yeah. I
So
think,
you're using like a bunch of persona.
Yeah, Alphonse used like 12 persona one roll at one point. Yeah.
Wait, real quick, didn't we discover that if you destroy so if we destroy one of its vessels, then that he's bonded to, we don't really have to exercise him. It basically automatically exercises him.
Yeah,
But
if you
I
just
guess
kill
the other-
Armando, then yes, it will accomplish the same thing.
Yeah, I just remember the other problem was that we can't destroy the other thing he's connected to. So killing Armando is our only option. So I guess that's why we're
Or
doing this.
exercising him. Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay.
Yeah, because if you
Alright,
just
so I'm rolling
killed the
for faith
dude, like
now.
you would be in huge trouble with Sergio.
Yeah.
I think I might use 2 persona. I mean,
Makes sense.
I might as well. I mean, because I still only need 2 for the will, anyways, and so I might as well use it for faith. It just in the off chance that something else happens. I don't know.
Oh, we did it again. We did it again, Adam. We have to remember the next time you use will, it should have been this time. The next time you use will, it's gray shaded. Because we realized he had accidentally spent the fate necessary to gray shade because he'd already spent his deeds on it way back when. So the next time you do something with like a being learned skill with will or just you rolling the will stat itself, it's gray shaded. We just keep forgetting to do it.
Here, I'm just gonna see if I can
help Theo.
If I wanted to like upgrade will,
nope.
How so? What were you trying to do? Just give him a die?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you need to roll for that. It's just faith, right?
Yeah, but we have different faiths, don't we?
Yeah, but then I don't think you can roll at all. Is the idea, right? I don't think you can even roll to.
Well, I mean, it would make sense for if my god wants the same outcome as his god for me to be able to roll, but maybe not for me to just automatically help. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, either way, you failed, so yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And you didn't get a test for it, so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do I have any orcs?
You could make like linked tests on things, which is what the meditation was. You do get one die for meditation because you did that successfully.
Right. Can you
use Temple Wise or?
You can make a linked test with Temple Wise and attempt to get an extra die.
Yeah. Faith is kind of like weird with that, right? It's
I forgot. You can't just fork.
Can't normally fork.
Yeah. And we can't normally help you either. But I guess maybe Cantarius can make like some.
I was going to say Cantarius could make a intellectual discipline test to try to give you some boosts here.
Sure. Yeah. I mean.
But if I do that, if I make a linked test here,
you could make
I can't use it. Well, but I also can't use it to fix the problem.
No, I think you can. You're not helping him. You're rolling your own roll.
This is also probably a
failure
different
consequences.
It's a different avenue of success than what you'll try.
Yeah, I think you're fine, Connor.
Okay.
How many dice do you want to try to give him?
And this would be again
if you're trying to give him one die, it's not a link test properly. You're just rolling your like give him advantage dice option on your art magic thing here. I think the base ob to give him dice, just one die is going to be an ob 4 because it's against someone who's not you, and intellectual discipline isn't good at giving advantage dice normally. But if you want to go any higher than that, it'll increase by 1 more ob for how many dice you want to give him up to 3. So either ob 4 for 1, ob 5 for 2, ob 6 for 3 dice.
I guess I'll just go for a 1 because I have a 5 intellectual. So
yeah.
And if I fail this, though, I make it worse, right?
It's not a linked test. It will happen. You'll then miss something. You'll have to make a steel test, right? That's what happens when you fail your magic.
Okay. Can I fork in my sensory and physical discipline for this?
You can fork in physical. I don't think sensory makes sense.
Is it not a link test? Isn't that what he's doing?
No, he is not making a link test. Remember, he's doing his art magic thing to give him to like do the thing that gives you advantage dice, which isn't a linked test per se. It's just a thing he can do with magic.
Oh, like faith is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like if you did it with faith. Yeah.
So I can fork in sensory or physical. You said physical. I can.
Yeah.
Let's get physical.
And the ob is 4.
Yep.
Hey, look at this. Should have gone for 2. That'd have been really stupid.
Yeah.
2
All
advantage.
right, Theo. Yep. So
All right,
I
I
got
gotta
two
step out for a
advantage
sec,
dice
so.
on your faith.
I'm using 2 persona.
Okay.
Face off 6.
Face up 6. Yep.
Let's
Nice.
go.
Nice.
You get to keep playing,
Difficult
guys.
test.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, and so we decided that success here would be, oh, you think it is the true God because
Oh, that's true. That's kind of unfortunate.
but he gets what he
Yeah.
wants, right? That's part of the thing here.
That's true, I suppose.
Well, no one knows. Like, no one's like, oh, like, I'm the only person who's like, maybe he's a demon.
Right, yeah.
You know, because like all the pieces are kind of like
Nobody else even
hinting
knows
at
who you're
that.
praying
But
to.
so I'm like, well, you know, if I cast out a demon and he helps me, then maybe he's not the demon.
Right.
Only reasonable, you know.
So
Yeah.
so this is what we see, guys, right? So Theo doesn't see any of this. He just like walks up and actually, you first, Theo, describe to me what it looks like when you exercise the demon out of Armando.
He does some squats.
Physically, from everybody else's perspective, what do you actually do?
I think he probably like tries to place his hands on him.
Yeah.
He's like, and he says like, if you're listening, putting you to the test. He kind of is like head bowed. Like, remove this demon from this man. Prove that you are now who I think you are.
Yeah, and then we see a
Everyone's
snippet
like,
of,
wait, what? What are you talking about?
we prove. I mean, Theo's been going through a faith crisis. I think
Right,
everyone
right. Maybe they
is going to
just
be
think I'm
like,
just
oh yeah, he's
struggling.
just dealing with his own internal faith stuff. But what we see is Uras, right? And so Uras is played by Cillian Murphy, so Oppenheimer guy, and Kraos is played by what's his face, Christopher Lee.
Nice.
So we see a moment of
Combination.
in this shadowy realm of mind, right? We see Cillian Murphy, we see Uras like kind of holding the shoulders of Armando in like his mind, right? Like as he's like has his tendrils all over him, and then Kraos steps into this shadowy realm and just looks at him like imperiously and just says, "Uras, your time as a servant has ended. Stand down and take your punishment." And Uras says, "No, master, you don't. Why?" And Kraos says, "You dare question me? The grand plan I have been waiting for millennia to enact is at hand. You will not stand in its way." And then he just like gestures and Uras vanishes. And Armando seems to like his eyes roll back in his head, and we're back in physical space now, and his eyes roll back in his head and he just like slumps. And yeah, Cantarius can sense that the bond has been broken. And Theo, from your perspective, it's just like God showed up. Like, I'm worshiping God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Demons wouldn't be able to do this to other demons, right?
Right.
Unless it was some grand deception, which it is.
I think he's feeling a lot better of it. I'll say that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cantarius, I think the next thing is just you deciding whether or not you want to take Dellon with you, and then making that roll. Unless I don't know if Alphonse or Theo has anything they want to do while we're waiting. I know Connor stepped out for a moment. Oh my gosh, Alphonse, you have 40 fate. How do you have 40 fate?
So I get like 5 or 6
Seven
every single
seven a
session.
session. Yeah.
Hard to like use a lot of them.
And most of I can't even open end my magic.
That's true.
So Alphonse, you wanted to help Cantarius go to the plane, right?
Yeah.
So you can probably just roll your like preparation rolls here.
Gonna buy his tickets.
Okay.
Spatial discipline, I assume, is what you're doing, just to give him like advantage dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we not all going with him?
You could. It's up to Cantarius who he wants to try to take. It just becomes harder the more people he takes. So
Yeah.
Hey, I help.
for 1 die.
Yeah.
Nice. How many dice do you want to try for, Alphonse? The spatial?
Can I also roll to help Jared help?
I think so. I mean,
Really?
you don't have that much time.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think so.
I was kidding.
How much is 2? Spatial's only 4.
I was gonna say, if you wanted to try for 2 dice, I believe it's 4 altogether, because you're doing it against someone else that's not you.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll
3
just
if you
do-
want to just do 1 die.
Yeah, I'll do 1.
What does this look like, Alphonse?
It's basically just go up to Cantarius and put a shoulder on him and like
Put a shoulder on him?
Don't die, I guess.
Nice. Encouraging.
Go for it.
And I mean, I assume I can just put both of my other magics to fork.
Continuous and exceptional? Yeah, I think so. You can
Okay.
fork them.
I don't have a name for this one, so
Yeah. You've never tried anything
This is a
like this
very
before.
specific. Yeah.
Nice. That's all you
Nice.
needed. All right, so Cantarius has 2 help dice. Theo, did you want to try to help him?
With faith?
Probably. Yeah, that seems like the most obvious one.
A quick question: if you one of those rolls where the difference in the success you get more points or more dice or whatever, or like, can you re-roll faith if you succeed or no?
Are you talking about for faith?
Well, like there were certain rules where if it's like if you succeeded by 2, then you get 2. If you succeed by 3, you
Yeah,
get 3.
as
Whatever.
long as
reroll
you
it.
can always spend fate. The only thing would be with faith, if you're trying to do that one that gives you extra for a margin, you can't roll fate to reroll 6s because they automatically reroll, but you could spend a fate to reroll 1 failed dice, at least.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'll do faith. Might as well.
Do you want to do the ob 4 where you can possibly get more successes if you get higher?
Sure. I mean,
or more dice added.
Sure.
I think that's what you need for like a difficult test, right? Is it ob 4? What you got right now, ob 5.
Yeah.
You have a 5 in it. Oh, you have a 6 in it. What does that mean? You have 6 dice. Yeah, you need an ob 5 or higher to do that. So it doesn't matter which one you try. It's going to be a routine either way.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, 5 or 6 is difficult.
That's why faith is so hard to improve, because you have to get insanely difficult rolls. And the only reason it's even possible is because it's open-ended. You have to succeed to get a test. So.
Ah, man. Okay. Yeah. So it's just a routine test then.
Yeah, so it basically, if you're like, well, it's not worth it if I don't get a test, you could just try for the ob 3 and just give him 1 die.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, that has a better chance of succeeding. So,
Oops. I don't think I have any advantages, right?
no, I don't think so. This is the issue with having. There you go. Perfect. All right, so Cantarius, right now you have 3 help dice, 1 from each of your party members.
There's 3 times in a row there that we had 3 ob and got 3.
Yep, just 3. Yeah.
So yeah,
it's
kind of
try for anything more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Connor, don't follow that.
All right, so Cantarius, you're doing intellectual discipline, and you're trying to do what exactly? You're trying to astral project yourself into another realm. Let's see.
Yeah, what's the ob for that?
Ob 12, you're fine.
I have no clue. I think it's probably giving yourself a trait.
Ooh,
Right?
Okay.
Can
Can I do this at will then in the future?
It depends on what you decide for the length of the effect, right? I think
I
it's
can
going
give
to
myself
be.
a trait temporarily.
I think it's going to be a base ob of 5, because you have to give yourself basically whatever like astral form trait that you need to pull this off. But
Okay.
then, so ob 5 as the base, and then it will depend on who you want to take with you and how long you want it to last. That will increase the ob.
What if I want it to be permanent and bring Dellon?
Permanent and bring Dellon?
Then you'll never
Yes.
get out.
As in, we can go back and forth at will.
Oh, right. No, yeah, it's just giving
Oh.
yourself the trait. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I suppose, as long as the trait isn't like you have no body.
No, I just want
Mhm.
Dellon and I to go to hell forever.
Hey, that's true. Yeah.
You want to
That
spend
would be
eternity with
very.
me?
No, I was gonna say that's very metaphorically apt because of the conversation you guys had in season 2 about hell.
I do not remember that in the slightest.
You and Cantarius was going to kill himself, right? Get himself killed to
Right.
save his son, and Dellon was worried about the fate of his immortal soul. And
Yeah.
Cantarius was like, "Yeah, I'm not a good person. I'm going to hell. I'll see you in hell, buddy." Right? Like,
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah. Okay,
can we say
depending
that
on what we
because
decide.
Eurus is dying and going into that realm, that he can like ride his coattails? Like because we have something going there, he can go with it, and it'll make it easier.
I will give you 1 extra die. Yeah.
Sick.
Sweet.
Yep, that makes sense for the situation you've set up with the exorcism and all that jazz. Okay, so if you wanted to try that, what you just said there, Cantarius, it's going to be ob 11
To make it be permanent and
permanent for you and Dellon.
Oh jeez. I don't know. Can you hit that? That doesn't sound worth it.
So okay, well let's see. I'm not deciding that that's for sure what I'm going to do.
That's fine.
But let's see how close we get.
Let's see how many dice. What can you actually build?
Yeah.
What's
So
what's
I've
the-
got 4
Okay.
helping dice total, and I've got a 5 intellectual
5 from
discipline.
affinity, and then I was going to say
and then
5
plus 1 for affinity for demon.
Yep.
So we're at 5 helping dice. This is without any forks.
You
So
also
I'm
have
at 10.
aura of determination.
Yep. I kind of want to save that for the
The actual
killing the
fight.
demon part.
Yeah.
But
Wait, can you? Is it a call-on? Did we decide?
Yep.
Can you apply multiple call-ons to the same roll?
No idea. Don't
I
even know
don't
what that means.
think so. Well, because
Could I reroll all my field
Yeah.
dice and reroll all my field dice again?
maybe, yeah.
The reason I ask is because I have nimble, and so I have a call-on for the fight anyways. Unless we do like a fight system thing, in which case
Yeah,
we'll
I'm not
probably
entirely
die.
sure what we're going to do with that yet.
Yeah. So if we do like a bloody versus or whatever, or a regular roll, then I've already got nimble. And so if I can't do 2 call-ons, then you don't need to use yours for the fight. But if I can use 2 call-ons, then it might not be the worst.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's up to you.
This is helpful. I didn't realize the Aura of Determination had a weird description. Do you guys remember last time we were looking at this? But
Yeah,
it looks like
you
Burning Wheel Gold. It looks like Burning Wheel Gold, the revised, the version that I'm
Oh,
looking at in the book here,
cool.
rewrote the description to make it more helpful. It says,
Okay.
this trait allows a reroll during a great group effort, either a test in which many are helping this character or a test taken by the group individually against the same source, like a steel test.
Okay, so that
So
means it's
you
not
can't
technically
just...
a call-on.
I was going to say, I think it makes... It is a call-in because it's listed as a call-in, but it works
Oh, I
slightly
see.
differently. It allows a
Okay.
reroll
for 1 effort.
for one general like combined effort, whether or not it's like
Yeah.
everybody combining their efforts into one, or if you're all making a steel test against the same thing, that sort of thing.
Yeah, so it's not like everybody gets a reroll on all
Gets
of their tests.
their
to do one thing.
individual things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's if the rolls are linked enough.
Yep.
If the object or goal is linked enough, that it makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so we're at 5 and 5. Can I fork in the physical and sensory disciplines?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're at 7.
Sensory to
Um,
like track where Eurus is going, right? And then physical to like separate your mind and your body.
Anatomy, right? Knowing which parts of my body not to splice. I don't know if Caleb stepped away or something.
Sorry, no, I was looking at message Adam sent me. What do you say?
Anatomy to know which parts of my body not to splice.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, really? Even though he's projecting a mental image?
Yeah, but he has to separate. He has to figure out where his body ends and where his mind
It's kind of
begins.
like it's kind of
right?
like the Guru episode in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I have to figure out where my chakras are.
I mean,
Yeah,
if it was that, then anatomy would make sense to me. But otherwise, it sounds like a metaphysical thing. Like where your body stops and your spirit starts. Does it sound like an anatomy question? I'm all for it. More dice.
I think, given how the magic works here, and how
It's
he's
like
doing
yoga.
it, Cantarius has to figure out all of these things about like what is the human body, what is the human
Yeah.
soul, what is the mind, like what does all this
Oh,
mean,
sure.
right?
In
Just
which
answer all
case,
of
I'd
those
also like to
existential
fork in philosophy.
No, that
What?
is one step too far.
What? No, I think that makes perfect sense.
Philosophy is just
philosophy
theorizing about it.
Exactly. That me theorizing about like the
I'll
role
tell you
that
what,
the
Cantarius.
body and the mind and the spirit have to play
You could
in the
make a
human
linked
body.
test. You have to be right about the philosophy you're adding, right?
Oh,
That's
never
true.
mind.
Yeah.
I did not trust Cantarius to be right about the philosophy.
Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if we had already made a roll on this at some point, and Cantarius had set something in that was true about the world with philosophy, that's one thing. But
Okay, this might sound kind of weird. It depends on how this will actually look. But can I fork in command to like, since I'm bringing Dellon into this, of like giving him commands as this process is going on? That like the fact that I know how to command people is helping this, I'm assuming, expedient process of our bodies separating from our
no, I don't think so. I don't think Dellon
No.
has to do anything here. You're
Do you
doing
have
all of it.
instruction?
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I think like instruction would make more sense in that vein. But if I
But
don't have to do
I still don't think it
anything,
matters.
then-
Yeah, you don't.
okay.
Okay, and
Cantarius
then-
is bestowing use with something.
I think the last one I'll argue for is cult doctrine. Does that same kind of mindset
Yes,
as philosophy?
You that helps
Okay.
you, but you know stuff about what the cult believes about
Yes.
demons, which would possibly help. you.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, holy crap. So currently I'm at 14 dice, but the ob is 11, you said?
It is, yes. But keep in mind, if you just spend your D's point, you could just auto succeed if you
Oh,
Is
really
this
that's
the
need
right.
thing
Yeah, but-
I already helped him with my thing with?
Yes.
Yes.
Facial? Oh, okay, never
Yep.
mind.
Yep.
Good luck.
Yeah, still on the same roll.
And you have
I'll
aura
probably
determination.
spend 3 persona on this as well.
Yeah, that seems like a good plan.
I never want to make this roll ever again.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So if I can make it permanent for Dellon and I, the only
Yeah.
okay, so for just in terms of like game speaking, so that it's not as like barring for Theo and Alphonse, what would it take to also bring them?
Actually, it would not increase it anymore.
Really?
I should have.
okay,
I should have.
that's
I should have mentioned that to
amazing.
you. It's just multiple people beyond one target, like that aren't
Wow.
you.
Dude,
It's
just bring everybody. The
Yeah.
whole
It's like
city.
you make no, it's not, no. It's a handful of people, is what it says.
Oh, well,
Just a
you have really big
mob.
hands, Cantarius. As a
I mean, a
ranger.
So,
handful would be the three of us, I'd say, right?
I think so. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
shouldn't bring
I'm-
all the extras.
I'm
Yeah.
being.
I agree.
That'd be anticlimactic.
But yeah,
Go
it
against
wouldn't
the
be
grain of
harder
the
to also
story.
bring Alphonse and Theo.
So we're looking at.
What if we had 200 help dice? Just
So
saying.
I'm looking at rolling 17 versus an 11. Are we all comfortable with these odds?
With
You
Aura
got-
of Determination.
It's open ended,
Yeah.
right?
And it's open
And
ended.
it
you
is
have Aura
open-ended.
Determination too. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I feel like we're gonna have to try pretty hard to fail this, which means we will. But
Well,
um,
I also can spend a fate to reroll a die for a coin
Yeah.
flip if we need to.
I mean, the fact that you and ultimately, the worst case scenario, never
Done.
doesn't matter.
Done deal.
Whoa, that was
Nice,
so
dude.
many successes, dude.
I'm sad I spent 3 persona.
You got five
You
sixes.
you rolled
Attaboy.
17 dice and got 16 successes.
Yep.
That's
I also rolled quite a few sixes.
Yeah.
Actually, no, not that many. About 4 before I rerolled.
But then you got sixes again.
Yeah.
They rerolled
multiple
too,
times.
Or 3 before it. Wow. Yeah. Yeesh. Holy
This is
California.
the best Cantarius has ever rolled.
This literally is. Because
Nice.
we're all in this
Yeah.
together. How did I get the sus attribute again?
What?
I wonder.
Jared added it, yeah.
Doable.
That's funny.
Okay, yeah. So, all of you suddenly feel that you have the ability to travel with Cantarius into the astral plane or whatever it is, right? So you can come if you want to, or decide not to, right? Up to you guys.
So there's a character in Warhammer 40k who like just gets shunted into the warp and spends his eternity just running around the warp destroying demons. And I think that's Dellon now. He's just going to stay here forever and wait for demons to die and come and just be like,
It's certainly a very helpful thing for a paladin to be able to do.
yeah.
So, Cantarius takes a step up to Dellon and puts a hand on his shoulder and says, I told you I'd see you in hell, and gives you kind of a smirk.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Dellon is doing this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this isn't technically hell. He's not in the like way that he would think of it.
Yeah, he didn't die
we're not
and
the
then get
objects
sent
of
to hell
wrath
for the
in hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, for his punishment.
Right, yeah.
You're invading
We're
hell.
going there to punish hell-like beings.
You're breaking
It's
down the
different.
gates of hell.
Yeah, it's different. Okay,
yeah, I
so
think he just shakes his head and he's like, "You know how to spoil the mood, Cantarius." Right, let's get this over with.
so this is so that we can do this at will, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we have this trait that we can do this at will, so I won't have to roll every time to accomplish this.
Yeah, the
We have
thing
a
you
trait
just
now.
did there is to give you a trait that automatically lets you do this. All the groundwork that went up to this roll is what made it possible for you to have a trait that allows you to do it at will.
Okay.
What's this
But
trait called?
I think the idea is probably astral form or something. I'll make up the details of it later. But I think the idea is that you transport yourself to whatever the parallel of the demon realm is for where you are physically on Serragon right now, which just happens to be where Eurus is going to regenerate. So
Right.
it's going to be very helpful
I'd assume he
specifically for
regenerate where
killing
he's-
demons. Yeah, exactly, for killing demons that you've just broken the bonds of.
Yeah.
As long as you're near where a bond was broken for
Yeah.
them, you should be able to.
We can follow the bond as
Follow it,
like
exactly.
basically it's like a kite string. Like we're grabbing onto the bond as it cuts, and we're like
You're going
pulling
wee
back
into
to it.
hell. Yeah.
Yeah. So right into hell. Okay.
Whee,
Yeah.
right into
So-
hell.
So yeah, that's what I'd like to describe it as that then too. So
You like grab onto the tether.
he probably like sits down and goes into like a monk state, right, where he like crosses his legs and like puts his hands together or something and like goes into his mind palace to try and like figure out how this is going to work, and he gets to a certain point where he sees the trace of the bond, and he like mentally like his spirit kind of like reaches out and grabs onto the bond, and as he does, he realizes that he can go up to each of them and like tap them on their like chest or chakra or like their mind chakra or something like that, and separates their minds or spirits or however this is working. I'd assume mind.
I think it is like mind. It's not like your actual soul per se.
I don't think Cantarius knows. He's just like whoop, and like allows them to separate as well, and then it's just like everybody grab onto the bond. And it's probably like tugging at him. He's like, everybody grab on before I get pulled in, and whoever wants to grab on grabs on.
What happens if we let go? We just fall forever in astral space.
Probably,
yeah. It's probably dangerous.
So in terms of like what's happening, can we communicate telepathically? Or am I like speaking still?
I think you're still speaking in, but it's like your
we
minds are
understand
interpreting
it.
Yeah.
Maybe eventually we could telepathically communicate in these forms, but our that's what we're doing technically speaking, but our minds can't understand.
It's like the
Yeah,
force.
your minds
we use
are-
our
We're
hand,
still
even though
just
we
like
don't have to.
talking.
Yeah, exactly. Your minds are interpreting it as speech, even though you probably could figure out a way to do it from a long distance without actually moving your mouths. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay, cool. So this is what we see,
Who
right?
grabs on?
Yeah. Does everybody go?
Yeah, I do.
I know
I
Dellon
stay
goes. Yeah.
and then I stab everyone while their mind is gone.
uh,
I was gonna say, if anyone's gonna do that, it's Theo, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to decide because I think he has like more like other stuff he wants to focus on, and so he's like, I don't feel like I'm gonna be much. I mean, I can fight, but you got Dellon and Alphonse, so I think he's gonna. Do you think he would stay, or
I feel like Theo wouldn't, but
What you should.
So this is the thing. Theo thinks. I was gonna say Theo thinks that God heard his call. That's who he's praying to now, right? I feel like he would probably just go, right? He'd be like, "All right, sounds good. We're killing demons. I'm a good guy now, right?"
He thinks he's doing the right thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
Before we go, I look to Yuma and Antonius, and I
Antonius isn't
my
there,
body.
but yeah.
Oh, Oh, I motion to Yuma and any other extras in the room to my body.
Yuma,
I'm like,
Min, and Achia are there.
Protect my moneymaker. And then I go.
Yeah, and then there's a moment of silence as like your bodies fall limp to the ground, right? And Yuma, Achia, and Min are just standing there, and Yuma looks at the others and just says, "I'm very tempted to just stab Alphonse in the face right now, but," and then just cut. So you guys appear
beautiful.
in the void, right? It's a shadowy void. You see stars above you. And you're kind of standing on like a dark, shadowy plane. Like there's like almost like dark storm clouds that you're standing on. And there are gaps in the storm clouds that which you can see that you are floating above the planet, right?
Oof.
And this is probably the first time that any of you have understood what a planet is and looks like.
We tell it's round. We're like,
It's not flat.
I'm just kidding. I know people knew that already, but
Yeah,
Caleb,
I mean,
Caleb, is there a chance we could all die here? Like a good chance? If
not a
Connor fails?
good chance.
I think we'd have to try pretty hard to fail this, honestly.
But it's it's possible.
Because you said something about how we get trapped in hell, and so I don't know.
No, that was all me.
I was like, I don't know. Trapped in hell doesn't sound like a good time.
Well, I was actually thinking like if we all got a deeds point because it was like super dangerous, and we're just like, oh, I gotta help, I guess.
There's going to be a deeds point
backward.
around this scenario, but I don't think we've reached it yet. Yeah.
I still feel like all of it. We all have accomplished something incredible by risking going to hell to begin with, and we can all do it at will now. We are now like spectral beings.
I mean, I feel like if we survive killing a demon, I feel like maybe we have an argument here. But let's survive first.
Yeah,
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And
like
so
a
you
boss
see
battle.
this, right? Yeah, you see this, and you're probably maybe shocked for a moment as you just like look at.
I look
like,
around and I say,
where you are.
This looks like a boss room.
Oh, there's a health bar, and then we see yours in the corner.
Yeah, everything clouds around us in a fog wall. And I'm like, oh crap.
So what you see is Eurus, kind of huddled, a few, maybe a dozen yards away from you or so, a couple dozen yards away from you, and he is like very slowly kind of coming back into a form. It's like a weird shadowy version of himself that's like starting to remake itself, and he's like muttering. Do you just immediately charge? What does this look like?
I mean, I'm under the impression that we have a very limited window of time here, so yes. I mean, that's Dellon's instinct. Obviously, other people can do more useful things, but
yeah, I think Cantarius. Wait, okay, so hold on. Another question. We don't have our weapons here, do we? Or do we because we think that we do?
You do.
I assume so. That or we're naked. And given the rating of this show, I think we are.
Yeah, you have it because you think you would, right?
Okay.
Oh man, I also think that I have an army. Could that be cool?
Nice try.
See, but we don't understand that we can do that yet.
Exactly. Yeah. You
But-
don't realize
Okay.
you're lucid dreaming.
Doesn't
You
that mean
haven't
Eurus-
unlocked the power to lucid dream yet.
Eurus
So-
understands that, so he imagines he has an army, and then we die.
So I grab out my okay.
What
And
are
what are you rolling? What are you rolling, Schofield?
So you guys charge. Go ahead and describe it.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Fall through the cloud and die.
Yeah. So
Alphonse is good back here.
I mean, Cantarius like pulls his staff out, and yeah, he charges after Dellon.
Yep.
I
Alphonse,
wait.
but not after Dellon.
A healthy amount of time to see if they activate any traps.
You stand a
Theo?
fireball's distance away.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I actually forgot to tell you. I made D&D versions of all your characters. We're just going to run it as a D&D combat.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Let's
Can't wait to spend the
go.
next 6 hours doing this. Here we go.
Alphonse is totally a bard. Let's go.
So okay.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna say Theo takes a wide charge, so he's coming around the side.
Sure. And so we see Eurus muttering, right? And we don't really quite hear what he's muttering until you guys get a little bit closer and you're about to close the distance when you hear what he's saying. And Dellon and Cantarius, you especially can hear him saying, I helped your bonds. I I have been working for 1,000 years to make sure that your ambitions were realized. Come to me now. Save your captain. And then suddenly there are like a bunch of other demons that like voluntarily break their bonds from all around the world so they can appear here to try to like attack you. And now we got a big old battle happening.
Yeah. Kill all the birds with one stone. Let's do it.
Now Faustus knows what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably not ideal. But I mean, we kind of knew this was going to happen anyways. It's fine.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't come.
I think we should all probably make a steel test.
Yes. I don't know what it would do if you failed, though, right? Like,
I mean, if we're doing a bloody versus, it'd probably just give them bonus dice if we fail.
Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Go ahead and have everybody make a steel test. Just as, let's see, I think it's probably higher than your hesitation because it's like demons literally coming out of the
you
clouds,
all get 1 extra dice from my commanding aura.
Nice.
Is this this is fear or shock, right?
I'm taking a look real quick at this.
As long as it's not wonderment or surprise.
Yeah, it's probably fear, right? If anything.
Okay.
Do you guys feel safe in a group of friends / allies?
I do.
I mean, with a group of friends / allies, I don't say I feel safe. This feels like a dangerous situation.
I feel like I'm safe because I have Dellon.
Does that mean like do you feel safe because of the people you're with, not like do you feel safe
all it says
friends?
is feeling safe in a group of friends / allies.
Yeah, like
I mean, I assume that you wouldn't be making a steel
with...
test at all if you feel safe in a group of friends and allies, like
without you actually felt
in the sense of
right.
In the sense that it's helping you.
You in a non-normal, like regardless of the situation that's happening.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
It helps.
It's the fact that you have
trust the
friends
people around you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So that's an additional dice there. You are being in the presence of the supernatural. So that's +5 ob to whatever your steel is. No, I guess supernatural will be like an actual god. Let's have this be like seeing a ghost, probably. So +3 ob to whatever your hesitation is.
+3 ob?
To whatever your hesitation is.
Holy crap.
Can I fork in my
see your hesitation again?
So it should be listed directly below steel. So basically what you're doing is you're gonna click on steel, you're gonna add in 1 die for an advantage because everybody feels safe in a group of friends / allies, and then you're going to make the ob 9.
And
you also get to add 1 from
aura.
Hesitation +3 for Cantarius.
So Caleb, if I use it says when it says reduce hesitation.
That just means like if you fail,
basically.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, yeah, reduce hesitation. You're right. So it's fear. That's the thing that's happening here. Yeah. So do you have something for fear?
Yeah, you do have fearless, glory hound, and I think life is death.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay,
Pain,
but does my injury
glory hound will allow you to charge anyway, even if you fail. Fearless is going to decrease the ob by 3. Life is death will not help because it's just for.
I got 11 successes.
But aren't I injured though?
You are injured. I don't think it affects steel. It might. I don't know.
It says reduce obstacles due to injury and pain.
So when you get hit in a combat, you usually have to make a steel test. That's what that's referring to.
So just
I have
3 then.
I have confident. Does that help?
Real quick, I'm just gonna make a random steel test.
It doesn't say anything.
Okay, so Theo, it will take off your wound dice. So if you want to grit your teeth beforehand, you can do that too.
And that's health, right?
Yeah, ob 4 health test.
He gets a penalty to steal for being injured. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You can spend 1 fate, Theo, to coin flip that and possibly succeed.
He doesn't have anything that like ignores that. He has like every steel thing in the game.
Oof. All right, we can at least mark that difficult test. That's helpful.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to believe he doesn't have a thing for this.
Well, I mean, he already has like a -3 to it, to the obstacle.
Okay. Oh, you have a call on though for Show No Fear.
Oh, that's true.
Impossible odds, which is literally this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So Theo, even if you fail your steel test, you can still do your call on here as well.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And
So
your ob is reduced by 3. Well, I mean, nothing changes with the ob because it's
So just make your
reduced by 3,
just make your ob
but
the
it's same.
hesitation. So for you, it's
Yeah.
5.
6. Yeah.
No, it's actually
Or-
5 because it changed from your will going up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I didn't know that works. Okay.
Yep,
Yep,
it's 10 minus will. That's your hesitation.
So what? I got
You
I
should
got
get
one advantage from you said, right?
You
just
get
one
2.
advantage, yeah.
Because I'm
Well-
commanding aura helps.
Oh, yeah,
everybody
that's true.
else.
Yep,
I didn't
that's
get
true.
that, but everybody else does.
Yeah, so 2.
Conditional obs? Nothing?
That would be if you.
Wow.
What? How?
Wow.
Oh
Just
no.
really bad luck.
Well, you have a call.
Do you
On.
wanna-
Just do it
Do
again.
you want to use your call on?
Yeah. You just
And
get
you-
one call on when you do it?
You just
Yeah,
get
so
to reroll
you-
your failed dice. So just reroll
1,
the
2,
other.
3, 4, 5 dice.
Yeah.
So do it like as if it was fate, I think.
Well, no,
it'll
because it's not open ended.
It will open end.
Oh, because it's steel. Right. You're
Yeah.
So I roll fate, remaining ob 5?
Remaining up 3.
3, sorry. And then
Dice 5.
Dice is 5.
there we go. Nice.
Just what you needed.
It's close.
I mean, the thing is, even if he failed, he would still be able to just choose go for glory, which would change
Oh.
what he did, right? Theo was going to be
That's right.
smart
Yeah.
about it and do like a pincher
Yeah.
maneuver. If he had
Gonna be not
failed, he would have
smart
just
about it.
charged into the thick of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Theo has control of his faculties. This is kind of what he was built for.
Yeah.
Cantarius, Alphonse.
I'm
that was a
definitely
what
going to
steel
fail
test?
this.
Is that challenging or?
It was a difficult. I already marked it.
Oh, you did?
I
Yep.
kept looking through my die traits to figure out because I thought for sure I had a call on or something for steel, but I do not. Although I did find out that I have second sight still, which is a call on for my intellectual discipline in regards to my goal, which is to kill
Oh,
the
you mean-
demons. So I forgot about that as well.
You have.
I think you didn't need it.
Yeah. I have second sight and affinity for demons, which are both now call ons for the intellectual discipline.
Oh,
Unless second sight is-
completely ignore that description for second sight. That's the description for driven. There's no reason. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
For
I
some
thought that's
reason
what
that
you're
got
talking about
copied
was
there.
driven.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. the
Oh,
only thing you
driven
could
is for
do-
brawling, and it's a call on trait. Well, how did that happen?
I have no idea. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't think I have anything. I have feared, but not fearless. So
Yeah, you also have
Here we go.
dreadful. So
Yep.
you're good at making other people fail.
Yeah.
yep. So I'm for sure gonna fail this. Yeah, there's no way.
Oh my goodness.
That was pretty bad.
Yep.
Can you put demon affiliation, whatever it was? Oh, it doesn't help. Never mind. It wouldn't matter.
It
Wait,
doesn't matter.
Cantarius, did you put in the extra ob that I gave?
Nope.
Yeah, so it would have been a 9. So it's a difficult.
Shoot. That's
Or,
It's
sorry,
eight.
still- wait,
challenging. It would have been a
challenging.
challenging for you, so which you didn't need, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, I forgot that this
What?
is a thing. I got a
Yeah.
routine. I
What?
probably didn't need it.
Yeah,
That's
you definitely didn't need it.
unbelievable.
Yeah, so
Nope.
Cantarius,
He stands
you
there for 8
definitely
rounds.
hesitate.
Yep.
Alphonse, what about
I suppose I could spend fate to, or no, I just hesitate my hesitation, right? I can't
Yeah,
reduce the
5.
hesitation.
you?
okay.
You hesitate 5 beats because you got margin of success there.
Can
But
we?
so if I spend a fate point, I could reduce the hesitation.
Yes, you would reduce the amount of time you're hesitating.
Okay. I will
that-
do that.
Well, we don't know what this fight looks mechanically yet. Does this like have any benefit?
It's not going to have a strict benefit as if it was like actions in a fight, but
Right.
it,
Okay, I'll
it can
just
do
leave it.
something if he gets high enough.
I assume it's either like he can or can't help, because if we do fight rules, it'll just be he dies. But
Yeah.
Well, he was charging though. He wasn't like in the middle of a fight.
right. But I'm just saying, depending on how we do this fight,
Mhm.
it'll
And that
depend
is
on
the
whether
question.
that makes-
How do we want to do this fight? I'm assuming we could the easiest way to do it would just be a bloody versus for the big demon fight, right?
Right.
Yeah, but then if
And
we lose, we
then-
just die and the game's over.
Well, no, if you lose, you get a wound.
Oh,
right?
that's
And
right.
then we
I suppose
can-
that's the point of bloody versus. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
as long
do
as we
bloody
have
versus. I
Persona,
think.
we're invincible.
What's the alternative?
We do.
We spend 40 hours killing them one by one.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're definitely not gonna do that. We're just gonna do bloody versus.
Yeah, it's
Oh, so it's just
so-
like you fight them all at one time, basically.
Yeah, because this game.
If we
yeah.
did a fight, if we did like this tried and true fight rules, like we did with Theo
It'd
and
be like-
Iris way back when, we
Yeah,
would do
yeah,
it for
that's-
Eurus only, right?
Yeah.
It'd be like the cards and.
Oh yeah, that takes a while.
It does, yeah.
Right. And technically, it's all one-on-ones. I mean, I guess technically you can just add help dice to other people, and then if they die too, I guess. I think. Maybe not.
Well, Alphonse, you want to do your steal, and then we'll do a bloody versus, I think.
Yeah. Do I get a bonus for confident?
No, it's not a die trait. It's just a character trait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The confident, we could advance it to something that would give you that, but right now it's just a character trait.
Yeah, I mean, we can say at the end of this that if you can charge an army of demons, you can charge anything, and then we can give you fearless or something. But
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, exactly.
I feel like it's probably already true.
Does magic help?
I don't know if you have time to like buff yourself with your magic before you're just surrounded by demons. The idea is like this is happening. How are you responding to it right away?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
So I don't
this
think so.
wouldn't help your steal, anyways. It might help your combat,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose, but I guess I don't know.
Gonna be.
Yeah, because Alphonse didn't know this was going to happen. He doesn't have time to prepare with magic for it.
Well, I mean, he did know that we were coming to fight a demon, and he probably would have done it anyways. Like he might have done it before we left.
Yeah, but he has to give advantage dice to a particular thing, right? Which would be like, oh, the next test I do, I guess. But like, still,
Right.
I don't know if he would have juiced himself up for the right thing if he makes a test beforehand.
Well, I mean,
right?
it's still fighting, right? I mean, it wouldn't help him with the steal, but like, I assumed that for his fight.
I'm gonna let him make a roll for that.
Okay,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying.
I was
It's just I don't think he can make a roll for steal to
no,
juice his
yeah,
steal.
that doesn't make sense. I don't.
You said hesitation +3.
+3. Yep,
Yeah, but you get two help dice.
2 help.
Sorry, it's hard to type. I've got a baby.
All good.
Put your camera on. I want to see.
Oh, that sucked.
Let's say hi. Oh no, I guess I'm doing this by myself, guys. Oh, with Theo. Never mind.
Yeah.
So
together.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
it certainly makes sense that Alphonse would hesitate here because he's the least fighterly of all of you. Even though he has been training and stuff, he doesn't have as much actual combat experience as the rest of you do. So he was trying to be careful and stay back anyway. So he's just like, oh no, this is bad. Cantarius obviously hesitates because it's demons, right? And this has always been a struggle for Cantarius. Like you just have maybe a sense of sinking hopelessness, Cantarius. We're just like, we're gonna die. Like this was a mistake. Why did I do this? But then we see shining Dellon knight in armor, right? Like come to your rescue.
Every demon shows up is like, yes. It's like we just get to kill so many of them all at once.
Yeah,
this is the best.
So I think we're doing bloody verses with just Dellon and Theo against a bunch of demons right now.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
It's like in Halo. It's like between 1 minute. It's like Arbiter and Master Chief are like back to back, and they're like surrounded.
Yes, awesome. So I do have a question. Are we gonna to not just totally negate all the combat abilities of one of our fighting characters? Should we just like split this into 2 bloody versus like half the demons fight Theo and half of them fight me? Because otherwise, one of us just doesn't matter basically.
That makes sense.
Reduced to 2 dice, which is kind of sad. So
yeah, then it will determine how injured you each get.
Right.
Based on how that goes. Yeah, I like it.
Sweet.
Okay,
Should we do
so
4 separate ones once Connor and I are in, or should we each buff?
it'll depend on how they go. Right?
Yeah,
how did Dellon and Theo face them right away? Because if they do enough damage, they could just kill them, right?
Right.
Time out. Can I later on? Can you make a miracle or pray for a miracle that you're just healed?
Heal Theo. Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Like you're just like I'm 100% healed. No, remove.
It'd be like a major miracle, but yeah.
Right. Okay. I was just wondering if you could try.
Something you could try. Yep.
Yeah. Could we just so that they get a chance to do it? Could we do a bloody versus with all 4 of us and just have them take penalty dice because they're hesitating or something? Because then we could all roll. Because if we beat them at the beginning, then they didn't do anything, and like this is Cantarius' big like kill demons moment. So it'd be kind of lame if he doesn't get to do any of that.
Yeah, that makes sense. This is probably a longer engagement anyway, and you're only
no
going to
hesitate
hesitate for so long. Yeah,
8 seconds. Yeah,
that makes sense to me. If you guys want to split it into 4 different bloody verses against different.
Do you think we should do like if you do a bloody versus, do you roll several times or just once?
It's just once.
You
roll twice technically, but it's 1 pool.
It's one. Yeah, you're basically splitting your attack and defense. You're just deciding how much am I being aggressive and how much am I being defensive.
I was just wondering if like Dellon and I rolled first, and then we see what happens, and then they roll because that's like the hesitation. So they like come in later, or they're like.
I think what we'll do is we'll roll them all at once.
one at a time, obviously, but like they're all happening at once. And I think I will just say that Cantarius and Alphonse, you get your enemies will get dice according to your margin of failure added to their pool. Right, so Cantarius has 5, and then 4 for Alphonse gets added to their enemies. So yeah, it's gonna be bad for them.
I'm gonna do a fate then, just to see if I can close.
Yeah, actually, if that's the case,
I think you should both do fate.
Yeah.
Or you could use your call on the determination thing, because that's gonna make a bigger deal dice wise than anything you could do otherwise. I think. I mean, like 5 and 9 or whatever.
Cantarius has driven that he can still use to fight Eurus 1-on-1, right? So
true, yeah. Yeah, right. So yeah, I think we should maybe you should do some more steel die rolling.
So Or of Determination to reroll all the failed dice, right?
For steel, yeah.
Yeah, it would be Cantarius and Alphonse both get to reroll all their failed dice for steel.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Because otherwise,
okay, so
rough.
In which case, can I use my fate first?
Yep.
Okay.
Did you get 4 successes?
Remaining.
No, Alphonse just got 1 more success by spending a fate.
The difficulty was 9 total, right?
Can you roll the thing with 5 for me?
I can. Yeah. Yep.
My lap.
Cantarius, what were you saying?
The added difficulty was 3. Right?
Yes.
So it's my So the remaining for me.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Literally 8.
Yeah. But every success you get here reduces the dice they get. What?
Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't matter.
Oh, it was. I thought that was your die.
That was no.
I thought that was yours.
So I'm re-rolling all of my failed dice, which is 8.
Well, no, you only rolled 7.
3, 4,
you have
5,
8 ob.
6, 7, 8. No, yeah, it is 8.
Yeah, it's 8 because of my fate.
You get to re-roll the fate dice.
Yeah. Well, it's the same die.
Yeah, but
I'm counting 8 in his pool right now. 1, 2.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at Jared's roll. Okay. Okay.
So Jared gets to do 1, 2, 3, 4 because he already spent a fate to re-roll that one die and made it a success.
Yeah.
I'll use this as fate, I think. Right?
Or I could do 5 and then re-roll the fate because I didn't know this was a thing.
That's fine. Yeah, you can do that.
If you didn't want to spend the fate, you could do that. Yeah.
Or what would it be? Because after that, I could still re-roll again.
Yeah. Basically, you're just your fate is giving you a chance to reroll one of those, and now you can reroll the other ones.
Yeah, I think we should just do. Yeah, I don't think we should renege on the fate you just spent.
Nice,
you have a bajillion anyway.
So
my 8 dice to 1.
Yep. If only I could, would have had somewhat like literally 1 more die, and then this doesn't affect me at all. But
could you spend fate on it to flip? Right.
I already did that.
Or no, affinity for demons is just intellectual display.
Oh, yeah, right.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I'll do that for Alphonse then. So fate, and then he's rolling remaining ob of 3.
Oh right, yeah.
You put 7. That's your that's the total.
My
Alphonse with the +3.
4.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So
hesitation is 3.
4.
+3.
Right. Oh yeah, +3. Yeah. Right. +4. Yeah.
And then you have 4 dice. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so you both just get 1 dice added to your enemies.
Nice. That's way better than it was.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay, so this is the question.
You're welcome.
This is the question. What do we do? How much dice do I give for your enemies?
Well, it's helping dice for everybody other than whoever the main fighter is. So each of us would have.
No, remember, didn't we just say we're going to do bloody verses for every single person individually?
Yeah, so each person is doing their own fight. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
So each person goes up against a main fighter who has a bunch of support.
Oh, yes.
They get their skill plus help. Like
so you need to randomly name 3 extra demons.
The 4 demon captains that we fight.
Yeah.
And all their buddies. Yeah.
I think for simplicity's sake, I'm going to give them 20 dice each. 10 and 10, right? That's they'll just do.
10 skill, 10 help.
Oh.
Pretty much.
Well, 10, some skill plus help.
Plus help.
Plus
yeah.
forks,
what I mean is
10.
But I also mean 10 attack, 10 defense for each of them, right?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
That's how they're splitting them. So go ahead and add up your pools. And
Well, so
do whatever
there
you
are
need to
some
do.
considerations though, like who has higher reflexes, who has higher speed, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so that'll be their standard. And then okay, so for each of you, let's see. Does anyone have a longer weapon?
No,
They
Like
have.
Trident.
Oh wait, Trident maybe.
I was gonna say
Trident's
they have.
probably longer.
I think their weapon is Savage Attack, which is like their claws or whatever, right?
Oh, so then we have longer weapons than they do because we all have weapons.
I think all of you have longer weapons than they do. They do, yeah.
Sweet.
So that's a +1
Hold on,
die.
let me open a notepad here. Notepad.
Yeah. So all of you get +1 die for that. How much armor do each of you have?
I
Dellon, you
have
get your-
superior quality armor.
That
I
doesn't
don't-
help.
Yeah, I think it's just the
But
kind of armor.
It's
but
just the kind of
plate,
armor
right?
it is.
Okay.
Or no, it's not. Plate.
Is it full plate?
So
Did you do plate?
Antonius.
Antonius made it, yeah.
Right. Then I think it's either 3 or 4. I don't remember.
It's 4.
4. Okay.
4 for both of you.
And also just to be clear, you can only put that on your defensive pool.
Oh, okay.
Not that it really matters. Just
And the longer weapon only goes onto your attack. as well.
offense. Yeah.
Wait, so you get a +4 on your defensive?
Yeah. So
Yes.
right now
Well, if you're wearing
everyone
plate,
gets
but-
+1 die to attack, and well, actually, no, sorry, yeah, everyone gets +1 die to attack. And then Dellon and Alphonse get +4 die to defense.
Is Cantarius or Theo, are they wearing any armor?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What's everybody's reflexes?
5.
I'll give you a +1
Okay.
for your higher reflexes.
It's gotta
And
be
that's
5
general,
once
can
I
go
roll
anywhere.
once I roll
I
my
have a 2 reflex.
What'd you say, Jared?
It's gonna be better once I roll my demon eyes here and upgrade my perception.
Oh, your reflexes is. I don't think
Oh,
anyone has a
reflexes
longer
is
stride.
Purodians.
Does anyone else have a 5 reflexes?
It's gonna be 5 in a second here.
You can't roll it in advance. The fight is happening before you can make a demonology roll. Sorry, bud.
What?
Yeah.
But what if it's 5? So if I make a linked test and then it upgrades to 5.
I don't know if you can. I just don't think it makes sense for Alphonse to just suddenly be like, "Let me think about demons for a second," and then
I mean, if it's like
Oh.
knowing how they fight or something, then I could understand that but that sounds like
Alphonse
a
just
help
has
more than like
I
a
don't know.
fork.
I just don't think it makes sense for this scenario. It's just happening all too fast, and
How would it improve his? I'm confused by how it would increase your reflexes.
well, because
though.
reflexes
Because
is
perception.
is counted for how you
Right.
just decide reflexes.
But why would demonology as a test improve your perception?
Because
'Cause-
all wises are perception based.
It'd be untrained.
Oh, you
and
mean
he
you
get a
would
difficult
upgrade
test
it?
for it? Yeah.
You get a test. Okay.
Or challenge
I thought you were saying that was the effect of the roll, and I'm like, what? No.
Yeah, I don't think you have the time to do that sort of thing, Alphonse. But yeah, so if anyone has a 5 reflexes besides Dellon, you can get 1 die. Otherwise, if you have a 4, you have the same reflexes as them.
Does speed do anything? Or
Does it have
that's
a
I mean, it
3?
calculates into reflexes, but so maybe
It does,
doesn't.
yeah.
It's just a stride.
What's everyone's reflexes then?
4.
My reflex says 2.
That can't be right.
That's not right. Oh,
Yeah,
it
I
might
was
be
like-
because of his
Oh,
wound.
wounds?
Oh no.
Yeah.
But does
I think
that-
that's what it is.
Oh, does it
I read
automatically
reflexes.
calculate?
I think it does. Yeah.
Hmm.
You're just slower.
Weird.
Okay, so your
Bummer.
enemy will get 1 die to their pool for that, Theo. You're just slower than they are because of your wound. And then Cantarius, you get 1 die in your pool as a general advantage for having more reflexes than they do.
Can
Oh, sorry.
I roll for health to grit my teeth against that?
Yep. You may.
Yeah, because that's -2 dice to you and +1 dice to them, which is rough.
Yeah. What's the base up again? 4?
4.
Yeah. I don't think him succeeding here is actually going to change his reflexes, though, because even if he gets a 3, like it's not going to.
But if he's not suffering from the damage dice penalty, then it wouldn't be.
I think
decreasing.
it directly decreases from reflexes. I think that's what it is. I don't think it makes it you calculate it again. It's just.
Well, because I think what it's doing is reducing his stats, which reduces the average.
I don't think that's what it is. I'm going to check.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly, I think it literally decreases from
Weird.
reflexes directly, but I might be wrong.
So is this the part where I'll spend 20 minutes rolling magic stuff?
There's only so much that you'll be able to do. Things are happening very fast here.
Right.
I
mean, I only have one thing, so
I think this would be the thing where you could probably just fork in something like that, but like not roll separately to give yourself extra dice or anything.
I mean, that's
Can
probably
you
better
roll
for me anyways.
one thing and then
What would you want to try to do?
I'd roll essential, get like
Oh.
+3, and then just fork in the other two.
You said essential is what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one boost of essential makes sense for you.
Okay. What's
yes, reflexes is
for-
directly affected by
Oh,
the stat. So it will not, even though you did grit your teeth, and Theo, basically what you can add another die to your pool here because it's gonna take off or I guess in your calculations you will because you're going to be rolling these separately, not in the skill window. You're just gonna be rolling /R or whatever. You only have to subtract one die from your wound penalty and not two. That's the only thing that's changing.
Yeah.
But mark that difficult test on health.
Yep, I did.
Nice.
Can I fork in arena wise? What about intimidation?
Yep.
What about shield train? I don't have a shield, but
yeah, I don't. Then no.
I'm good at using a shield.
Maybe they have shields, and you're good at being
don't.
their shield.
I'm using Alphonse as my shield.
Human shield wise.
Human shield wise would be applicable here, but
that'd be great.
What about brawling? Does that count if I'm using a weapon?
Yep.
It does?
Because brawling isn't even just punching, it's like fighting dirty
Grappling
and
stuff,
grappling and you can fork in tactics.
I was wondering about that. I wasn't sure what tactics was.
This is a big enough fight.
It's like squad tactics,
like strategy, like fighting strategy.
It's like specifically squad tactics, like in the moment, like
Basic tactics is fighting with groups, and strategy is sending groups to fight. I think is kind of basically how
strategy is like planning a war. Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, are we just forking magic?
I think so.
All right.
At least like for you, spatial discipline as a fork just makes sense.
How do you roll for defense?
So basically, you're gonna look at all the dice you have together, Theo,
split them,
and you're just gonna decide how to split those dice between an attack pool and a defense pool.
Oh, okay.
Right. So you're gonna be like, okay, I'm starting with my trident dice, and then I'm adding these helps. What is my total amount of dice I'm using, and then you split those into pools.
Oof.
If I'm forking in magic, can I fork in the 9 disciplines wise as well?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Could I use my Man of 1,000 Lives? Do they know who I am?
Even if they would not be intimidated by a random gladiator reputation. No, sorry.
How about mine? I'm a Holy Knight commander.
No, I don't think so.
Bummer.
Can Cantarius and I get credit for like already hunting demons?
Not automatically, no.
I thought that would be a good.
I mean, like it's narratively happening here. It's just that I don't know if it's mechanically helping you fight better.
I have a reputation of hero of the people specifically for hunting.
You can't just randomly add reputations to players' tests. Nice try, but no.
I'm gonna use inconspicuous because I'm gonna like try to be less conspicuous than David, so they're all focused on him.
I mean, that shouldn't be hard.
I don't think so.
How does do you use driven before, or is that if you fail?
Call-ons are after. Yep.
Why does it say choose this? Oh, choose the skill before place. Oh no, that's a choose.
Yeah, you chose trident. Yeah.
Are these guys nobles?
No.
Are they what?
They're not nobles.
Are we?
Are you sure they're not? They're not evil nobles.
No.
They're kind of evil nobles, right?
No.
All right, I think I got everything. I won't say anymore.
Okay. Well, here I'll roll for you then, real quick. Adam, this is their attack against you. And this is their defense against you. Oop.
All right. One more than I have total. I have 14. Rolling for trident, right?
Oh boy, they got
So you're-
8 successes on
They
10 dice.
gratiated?
They gratiated, yeah.
Oh, they're gratiated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
we're
how
all
did they
dead
get
other
such
than-
good?
We're all dead except David.
Oh, I get to determine. I get to determine what my attack and defense is.
Yeah.
Yes,
Other than the plate and longer weapon bonuses, everything can go wherever you want. Longer weapon has to be offense, and plate has to be defense. But otherwise, yeah.
Did I count that? I think I have. Let's see, 614. Okay.
So real quick, before we move forward, they are gratiated. So if we did want to renege on the individual combats and just have Dellon make the roll and everybody else do it, you could still do that if you'd like to.
But
you
then
guys
they
are the ones
get
who
what,
wanted
like
to
60
do
dice or something.
probably something like that.
So
Yeah.
I don't know that would be a good idea.
All gonna die.
Or wait, no, they wouldn't, because the captains would only contribute 1 or 2 dice, so
Yeah.
they'd get like
50.
Well, I guess it just depends. I assume they're contributing about 10 dice as an attack, like as a character.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. So it would be
So it
about
would
like
be-
20, 30 dice or something like that.
Yeah, so like 40 of them would become 10. So it'd be minus 30 from what they'd have otherwise, which would have been 60. So yeah, they'd have like 30. Which is still a lot.
Up to you guys. So what do we want to do? Because you will be fighting against gratiated savage attack. They don't have gratiated like claws per se in this form, but they do have like good skill in it, like gratiated skill.
Right.
They're not going to
They're not going to one tap us with gray weapons.
Exactly. No, they're not going to do that.
This if you split it, if you have driven and you re-roll, is it re-roll or roll off failed dice?
Reroll a failed dice, and it is
Good.
It is like the whole. It's technically one pool, so even though they're split, you'd still reroll everything, like all the failed dice.
It's
in both.
one trident test you're technically making.
Yeah, you're just splitting the dice up.
Okay. So when I make my roll, do I roll for all of my dice and then allocate them separately?
No,
or?
no.
You roll for attack and then defense. Like
You roll attack and defense, but when you re-roll failed dice, you can do it for both pools.
Right. Okay.
Then you just split that also.
At 14, should I roll 10 for attack? I don't know. Or do I want to be more defensive?
Keep in mind, you probably want to be more defensive, Theo, because if you get hit too many more times, you're going to go unconscious, right? You already have a wound.
So how do I split if I have already 8 trident?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You don't have to like put 8 on one thing and whatever. You just take the base number you have to work with and split that into 2 different pools. The only limitation is that you have to have at least 2 dice on attack because you have that +1 die that you're getting for your longer weapon.
Yeah.
And
at least 5 on defense because you're armor.
And at least 5 on defense. No, he doesn't have armor.
Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of Alphonse.
And at least 1 on defense.
Yeah, at least 1.
I was thinking like 7 and 7. Take my chances.
Yeah,
those are good numbers.
might be a good idea.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Holy numbers to protect you
I
from the
type
demons.
that in, right?
Yeah. /R space 76 greater than 4. Oof.
So what was the consent? Oh, so we are still splitting them up.
That sounds like Theo wants to do it.
Do I roll for defense too, or?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
At least you got better for defense.
Yeah. So I would say we should spend fate first, right? If you wanna, it is working as if it's one thing of dice. So if you want to spend 1 fate, you can reroll all of those 6s. And then if you want to spend 1 more fate beyond that, you can reroll 1 of the failed dice. You get to choose which pool you're rerolling it on.
All right. So
I think it's more important that you defend from all of their damage than for you to damage them.
You can't spend a fate for each pool?
No, it's 1 test that's
really?
happening.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, isn't he rolling sword or trident twice?
No,
It's 1
trident
test
just
that's
attributes its dice.
all right. So I'm gonna roll for defense. Remaining up.
These are 2 parts of the same test. Yeah.
That's why when you do your,
I'm just rolling 1 dice, right?
No. So, what are you? How many fate are you spending?
I can choose
1 or 2 fate. It's literally the same as anything else. Are you rerolling your 6s?
2 fate. Yeah.
Okay, and then rerolling a failed dice. So I would say go ahead and roll. Do 2d6 first,
It'd be for your attack. Okay.
and then make an exclamation point at the end of it. So /r space 2d6 greater than 4 exclamation point.
You want?
Did
you catch that? Okay.
Ooh.
Oh no.
And then I assume you're gonna add your failed dice to defense instead of attack. Okay, so then do the same thing again for your 1 failed and 1 6 you have on that other pool. All right. Well, you got
1 that time.
1 success then.
So you're at 3 and 6 now.
Yeah, 3 and 6. So you don't do any damage to them. They do.
But you can still do your call on, right?
That's true. Yeah, if you want to use your call on now. This is probably the only time Theo's going to use Trident in this. So, makes sense. Okay,
do I just roll for Trident again, or?
Which means that.
Unfortunately, I don't think he can not take damage here. I don't think it's possible.
Go ahead and you've already spent the fate, so you can open end this too. Do /r space 1 2 3 4 46 greater than 4 exclamation point. First for your attack.
Wait, what is it? 4d6 what?
Greater than 4 exclamation point.
That is it anyway.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, you hit their. Yeah, you hit their. Well, I think that means he gets it as an incidental, right? Because he got the ob.
Sick.
Because it works according to the weapon rules.
It's not like an opposed thing. It's one your attack against defense. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so you did hit them. Now you can reroll do the same thing for 2 dice on your defense. Make sure you do the exclamation.
You already get 1.
Is it 2d6 greater than 4? Or
yep. Exclamation point at the end.
Wait.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that means they still hit you too.
Yeah. So you both get like incidental hits on each other. You just barely are keeping them at bay. Which means
which is good considering you were wounded.
Yeah. No, for sure. That was very impressive.
I didn't use any persona either.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, did you want to? That might not be an awful idea. I mean, I know it's after the roll, but
yeah, I think we move past it at this point. Okay, and that'll be an injury. Okay, incidental does half the attacker's power rounded up. And let's see, what is their
what's the difficulty on that? Is it considered a difficulty?
I don't know. Let's figure that out after the session.
Okay,
I'll look at it again. Yeah, that's going to take a little bit of math to figure out. Let's see. Let's look at Theo's Trident. You have a power of 2 that's added here.
Oh, wait, I do have a shield. Hold on.
Yeah, you do.
Dang it.
So that's like what, 1 more defense die?
Reroll, reroll 1 for defense then. And you can open end it. If you even get 1 success, they don't hit you.
Is it still 1d6 greater than 4 exclamation point?
Yep.
Oh.
Bummer. Okay, so then the damage that you do to them, Theo, is a B6 wound. Let me see what that would be here. I also need to figure out what they have for claws.
Let me see if I can make a faith roll to make my trident. Is it possible to just like make my trident like magical?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean there would be some sort of enchanting thing that'd have to happen there, but yeah. Okay, so then you didn't do a 6. It's half your power. So you did a B3 wound on them.
That sounds
And then they did a B3 wound on you. So for you, that is a superficial wound. So it doesn't give you any penalty dice, but it will increase the ob of anything you do from here on out by 1 until you get it treated. But that's the sort of thing you can just shrug off because you don't need treatment for that per se. You can just make a health test to just get rid of it as soon as you have a moment to breathe here. You can just be like, okay, I'm fine. But then, yeah, I think they get a similar thing. They just have like a +1 ob penalty. You nicked them, right? It's a very hard fight. You're barely keeping them off of you.
They got
and
incredibly good rolls, even for Gray. Those were like pretty.
Those were really good.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to go next?
I think we should save Cantarius for last since he's going to go up against Eurus.
Makes sense. So Alphonse, let's do Alphonse next.
Can I use stealthy?
You did describe yourself going around or like waiting, and yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't think you were gonna let me have. So inconspicuous too, then, right?
Those are kind of the same thing.
No, yeah, you can't do inconspicuous because that will be like in a crowded social situation or something.
I mean, it is crowded.
Yeah, but it's not a social situation.
I'm using David's coolness to blend in.
No, I don't think so. You can get one of those, but not both.
Okay. Can I hear me out? Persuasion.
No.
I'm trying to
hear no arguments.
To join our side.
Nope.
Okay.
After you make this roll, then we can go to a different test, right?
Are they attractive?
No, they look like shadowy blob monsters.
Hey, don't tell Alphonse what he can't be attracted to. Okay. This one's actually legitimate. Bullcrap wise, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah, like just taking lucky guesses as to what would be effective against them and maybe getting it right because Alphonse is good at that sort of thing. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. I think that's absolutely everything I could weasel my way.
Yeah. Okay, so then this is their attack. 10 successes.
Wow. What?
And defenses. Well, it's open-ended too.
Why is it open-ended?
I don't know. I guess I assumed. Well, yeah, I guess they have magical claws, right? They're demons.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't just automatically open end stuff.
Then they have a
doesn't having
magical skill. It's a magical savage attack. That's what it is. Sorry, I was forgetting what needs to be open-ended for that to happen.
Makes note. They have magical claws.
They're demons. Like I have to give them some boost over normal. Just
you open end with fate or like faith or something, right? It doesn't just automatically.
Or if it's automatically magical, which it is, right? Anything that's magic inherently is open-ended.
Yeah.
If because it's the skill that they're rolling, that's why it's open-ended.
But I mean, like if you enchant a weapon, it's not inherently open-ended.
But if you have a magical attack skill, which is what this is, because they're demons.
Yeah, but there isn't like a magical attack skill. You'd have a magic, right? And you would roll to make it open-ended, right?
I suppose that's true. But the thing is, I already did it for Theo.
Well, yeah, that explains how he got bodied like that.
Well, it actually doesn't. They only rolled 1-6 on that.
Oh no, they just did have a really good roll. All right.
All right. I demand a reroll.
I could probably just describe Eurus giving them magic, though, right?
Well, go ahead, make that test for 60
It's one of those situations where
make that ob 14 test.
Yeah. All right, fine.
Oh, I was saying like it should be hard. It's just we got lucky.
There you go. Still got 8.
I mean, the gray dice I think makes sense because they're demons and they have claws. But I think being open ended.
No, I think you're right. Yeah. Okay, so 8 successes on their attack, Alphonse. 6 successes on their defense.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm brain farting here.
You're fine.
I was supposed to have my things allocated already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll just have what I have. Can you roll 14 attack? Open-ended, because I'm just going to put fate in it right off the bat.
Sure. So 14 d6 greater than 4, right? Because you don't have gray shaded.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, what else did you say?
I just open-end it automatically. I'm just going to put fate.
You're just going to automatically spend fate no matter what. Okay.
Yeah.
Does the exclamation point mean open-ended?
Nice. That was a good. Yeah, that's what exclamation point means. Yeah. Okay, so 7 successes, and that's against their 8 Or sorry, there's 6
There's 6,
defense.
yeah, so you get 'em.
Yep, you got one over. And then what are you doing for defense?
13.
Gotta get 8 successes. Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Alphonse does pretty good.
Did not
they-
believe it.
A lot
They
of
don't
6s.
hit you. And what's your add for your weapon?
I have a superior quality sword.
Yes.
So I think
We
that
have it in
actually
there.
might decrease the ad. I'm not positive. It does something.
Yeah.
It might be versus armor.
The ad is 2, which unfortunately means you could spend a fate to reroll a failed dice on that if you would like, Alphonse. And if you get one more success, you do a higher thing of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do the 1d6 greater than 4 exclamation for that. There you go. Okay. Yes, because you got 2 over the obstacle, which means and adds 3 to your power, so that's 7. It does a B7 wound.
Nice.
Which I think for them is probably be midi.
Probably midi. Yeah, that's my guess.
That's what I'm thinking. So they're gonna get, you've done a good amount of wound on them. If they keep fighting, they're probably gonna lose, right?
Yeah.
Alphonse does a good job holding them off. It makes sense that Theo is doing the worst so far because he's already injured
dying.
and he's just barely holding on. Yeah. But okay, Dellon.
Okay. Can I be on a horse?
You cannot.
You said we have what I think I'd have. Can I have a
No,
horse?
Did we take into account the -1 for the hesitation?
Oh no, I suppose not. Yeah, I should have added one more dice somewhere. Let's see. I'll do it on attack for them. Let's see. What did you get? 9. You got 9 for defense.
You got. Oh.
And they got 8 for attack. Okay, so they'll do the 1d6 roll to see if they can get an incidental hit, which they do. So that you get a B3, Alphonse. So you do get nicked in the process.
Wait, what?
Because we forgot the die for your hesitation. You still had 1 die of hesitation that you were giving to them.
How much damage did Alphonse do to them?
B7.
A B7, so a midi wound. Good amount.
And
So basically, it just means that Alphonse, you have a +1 ob penalty.
Okay, well, I'll just health through that. I've got gratiated health.
Yeah, you'll be able to do that when you have a moment to breathe. You can't do it in the middle of
I think he means like grit his teeth and ignore the.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, just to grit your teeth. So that is a.
You have to do that every time you roll, though, right? So we just wait till he rolls next.
Yeah, we'll wait until it comes up. But yeah, that's an op 2 if you want to do that.
Cool.
Up 2? Not up 4. Oh, because it's incidental.
Because it's just a penalty. Yeah, not a die. Yep.
Okay.
I
Cool.
gotta change a diaper, so I'll be listening. But
No problem. Yep.
let me know when it's my turn.
You're gonna go take an
Yep.
incidental wound of yourself. Your own.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think I just rolled for them. Yeah, that's so 8 successes on their attack, Dellon, 7 successes on their defense.
Oh, okay. Dude, they got a lot of 6s. I'm glad you're not open ending. All right. And you said I couldn't have a horse. All right, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
All right, I think I got everything. So let's see.
Again, you don't have control over the dream state. It's just like what your mind would assume you would have if you got transported in that moment.
I'm a knight. I should have a horse. All right, let's see.
It's not like a cognitive realm, whatever your ideal state is. It's just, I had a sword when we came here. I have a sword now, right?
Yeah. Oh, not greater than 12. Greater than 3, please. Thank you. I'm also no, because you have to spend fate at the same time. So here we go. That's my attack. So
yep. So you already get over them, and you have a superior quality sword, right? Or did you just have a?
No, he has my superiority quality sword.
Right.
But I don't know if that.
I don't know if the ad's different. Yeah.
I think it's the V armor that's it's versus armor. It's different. The ad is the same. Yeah.
Ad is the same. Yep. So basically, you need 1. Wait. They got 7. Yeah. So you already have a mark.
Yeah. And then defense.
Yeah, you need to get at least 8 or at least 9 to not be hit at all.
Greater than 3, 7. So I will spend fate.
Okay. And you automatically get to spend all the 6s on the first roll too. So you can possibly get the highest hit you can get.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna redo my attack first, and I'm gonna save the. Yeah, I'm gonna save the flip for.
That's a figure.
For defense, yeah, obviously. Oh, I'm gonna put the fate on sword before I forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's fate? That one. Yeah, and I only need 5 fate. 2 deeds. It'd be easy. All right. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
I got
Yeah. Well, you definitely get the highest damage possible on that one.
sick. All right. And now I'm gonna do
Holy
3d6. I guess I
Yep,
should be doing this on the
3d6.
fate thing. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I already typed it out.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
What?
Whoa.
What is happening? I did this right?
Yeah, Dellon demolishes them and they can't touch him.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Okay, so how much damage do you do then? 3,
So my
8.
power is 5. Add
You
is
a
2.
B12.
Yeah. Suck it, demons.
Yeah, you literally just describe for us what happens when you just literally kill all of them, right?
I mean, Dellon's a kid in a candy shop. This is everything he's ever wanted. He just gets to kill demons at will. And I think the other thing is he's using his magic, right? I don't think this would be very plausible otherwise. He's just fighting too many people by himself. But basically, like anytime somebody gets close, like that shimmering field sort of shows up and just turns what might have been a glancing blow into like a miss. And then I think he just disappears into a mob of them and like comes out later. Covered in demon blood.
Yeah, and I think with this
Alphonse says it only counts as 1.
it only counts as 1 bloody versus test. Not that Dellon needs to advance the sword
like
anymore.
That routine sword test that I don't need.
Yeah. So
can I get sword 11?
No, you cannot. You've literally reached the peak mastery of anything. The only way you can make sword better is if you white shade it. Right.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So Dellon, or I mean, just for everybody, like this encounter that's happening here, this is before the demons realize that you can kill them. After this moment with Dellon, they're all going to be way more careful about ever being vulnerable like this to you guys again, because they're like, oh no, we can be destroyed. How?
Yeah, we made a mistake. Yeah.
And Eurus, I mean, if Eurus actually survives this somehow, he will be shunned and probably destroyed anyway, because he was the one who called all these people here to die for him.
Demon deaths in one day.
That's the entire history of demonkind.
Yeah. Literally, like Kraos, he puts up a sign, says 0 days. It's a work accident.
It said 10 billion years. It's like,
exactly.
Wipes all the zeros away.
Amazing. All right, Cantarius.
Good stuff.
Okay, so I've been working on my
Your pool here.
it's quite unfortunate timing.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
hey,
working
this
on
is
my
possible. You can do it.
Yeah.
That could have been worse.
That's
So
what he rolled.
Yeah, 7 attack is 6 defense.
Really? That's way lower than I was expecting. Okay. Yeah, I'm
That's 'cause
working
they're
on
not
my
open-ended
thing
anymore.
here. I'm gonna
It's
do
okay.
brawling. I'm gonna fork in intimidation, physical discipline, sensory discipline, the intellectual discipline, anatomy, and cult doctrine. All those seem
I need more
fine to
magical
you.
disciplines.
What's that?
Just work them into everything. I said, I need more magic. You just work them into everything. It's so good.
Yeah, fucking, did
Yeah.
you
The
fork in
only
both of your
reason-
disciplines?
I was saying the only
All
reason
3
it
of my
works here
disciplines.
Oh,
is because
nice.
it's a bloody versus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You should fork in ugly truth because of what Dellon just did.
The ugly truth is that now they can die. I think that's
Yeah.
intimidation, but
That would be
they're already
after the
forking it.
fact. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you have like a 7 intimidation, right? So you get 2 bonus
I do.
dice from it.
Oh, that's true.
Buddy,
Well,
get those dice.
are you? Wait, oh yeah, because you're helping yourself.
Wait,
with
what's
it, yeah.
so for forks? How high does it have to be to get
7
2
is
dice?
plus 2. It's help
Oh,
that's plus 2 at
7.
5. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I
If
only
you're
get
helping
the,
someone else, you only need 5.
Okay,
But if you're helping yourself, you need 7.
So what you're saying is every turn we should each save 1 + 5 skill to help somebody else.
I don't think, given the way we set these up, you cannot help the other people with your.
Yeah, I don't know that you're dealing with 20 people on your own, or like 10, I guess, on your own.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's any reason you'd be able to help. Yeah, your hands full, I think.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I lose this. So I'm
Well, you don't
only
die
at
instantly. So.
14 dice.
Yeah, what you could do is just be super defensive, and then like as we can kill demons, we can come help you too if you want. Like mechanically, if you're concerned.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I get
true.
to help somebody else the next round. My demons are gone, so I get to.
But here's the issue though. if I get a wound, it just lasts for the rest of the game.
Right, that's
So
what I mean. If you do all your dice for defense, you won't hurt them,
Oh,
but they
I
won't hurt
see,
you,
yeah.
and then we can
Yeah.
sort of dogpile slowly.
yeah, and from the rolls, it looks like Eurus clearly has more. Oh, but only by 1.
Yeah, it only improved it by
This
one.
isn't Eurus, by the way. This is you're still fighting mobs of demons.
Oh, so I'm not fighting Eurus yet either.
No.
Oh, that's very unfortunate because I had a whole speech planned.
Do you want
Well-
to? It would. Okay. Well, here's an idea. That could be fine if Cantarius just breaks free from the whole combat that's happening here and fight Eurus himself.
That was my plan.
I like that. That makes more sense.
Seems to make it seems to make
because
like,
otherwise Dellon
dramatic
is just going to
tension.
charge here in a second and kill Eurus himself. So yeah,
Exactly.
that makes sense.
As
Is it
well
really roll,
as
Caleb?
I'll just keep the roll as is. It's fine. He's a
As
powerful
long as-
demon.
22 dice.
Well, they're gonna say we can say there's demons helping him make the roll.
Okay.
Right.
this also
And
makes
he has
narrative sense.
he has 10 whatever anyway, plus a bunch of other +7+ skills.
Right.
This,
Well,
this might be
Targoth
this might be
does.
conservative.
Targoth does actually.
Yeah.
But that's Eurus is a weaker
non-Eurus.
demon than
Oh,
Taurus.
He is.
Oh yeah, you were rolling back. Okay. never
Oh
mind.
right. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's what I said.
I think the idea here is mostly he's getting just help dice from friends.
Yeah. I mean, he's
'Cause
still
I think
contributing.
what's happening
like,
is the pool of
a lot.
people who would already be, if we had decided to just do Mob of Demons, is actually helping Eurus fight Cantarius, right?
Yeah.
So we're just adding, it's just Eurus surrounded by a mob of demons.
Yeah.
Don't forget Connor's secret hesitation dice since you threw that at me.
I already did. Yeah.
Oh,
I already did that.
I like
So
sharing
okay,
misery.
I have
made
a
sure to
couple of
remember.
I have a couple of thoughts here. I definitely want to. I mean, I think the goal should be, I suppose, that I try and kill Eurus here.
You could only roll
But-
attack dice.
You can always spend your D's point.
Well, yeah, no. I'm thinking in terms of. So I have 2 options. I could intimidate, or I could brawl. So I could
this
do
is
the
thing.
whole.
You're in a bloody versus right now. You have to do that first. You have to actually get the way the bloody versus works is a fight happens.
Okay.
We decide
So I have
how
to brawl
people get
first.
wounded, and then we can move on from there to something else.
Okay. Okay.
Either another fight or like an intimidation roll or something like that. Yeah.
Caleb and I are very familiar with Bloody Versus because we've argued about it like 6 times.
Yeah.
Not argued, but we discussed it multiple
Yeah.
times.
It is unclear in the rules a couple of things about it, but we did finalize
Yeah.
what it means.
Roll them bones.
Yeah, just do all attack
So
and then let him kill you, but also kill him, and then it'll be great.
That's one way you can do it.
We're just ghosts anyway right now, so
If we can kill demons here, I suspect it's not any better for us if we die.
Yeah.
He gets like
we
moral
already
body
established you become a
dies.
vegetable if
Oh, right.
We have to like
Does
rescue
my
him later
healing
on. We're
work
like,
in
we
this
have to get him out
realm?
of the ethereal.
can I heal a brain? Am I a
yeah,
spirit?
I think the idea is that anything you could do in the physical world, you can do here. It's just you're doing it against their astral form instead of yeah. And when you go back to your body, you will have all the wounds that your mind took. Like it's 1-on-1.
It'd probably be like a major miracle
the
to
Matrix.
heal him, though, right?
We get a cut to like the room, and Theo like is just laying there, and all of a sudden his face is like,
Gets
like,
bruised, yeah.
like, oh, what's happening?
it's roll blank d6 greater than 3, right?
Greater than 4, unless you're
Greater
great
than
shade.
4.
Yeah, it's technically greater than or equal to. It's just that roll 20 is dumb and it doesn't know what greater than or equal to is. So you
Oh, I
actually do
see.
greater than the number you want.
Okay, so I think we're gonna do 4 dice into attack, and then the rest into. Or no, that makes no sense because there's no hope in me. I'm literally just gonna forego attack completely and just do defense.
So you have to do a minimum of 2.
I'm gonna move 2. That's fine.
Yeah, because you also get a bonus from longer weapon, and you're
Exactly.
not wearing armor. But
Yeah.
yeah, so you get you have to put.
That's
a
why
dice
it's
in
that's why
attack,
it's a
and then
minimum
you
of
get,
2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get a bonus to.
Oh, so I'm.
but I'm
rolling
saying it's
15
not
dice, then.
he's not applying a brawling dice to that. He's getting an extra one from.
Yeah,
one
if you didn't count that die before, you do have an extra
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
weapon. What's your
So let
reflexes?
me write this down. 6 or 5.
Reflexes is 6. It's 5.
His reflex is
5.
5, so he gets a die for that too.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so that's another die. Okay, hold up.
Yeah.
So
I told all of you.
Yeah,
these
I know you
before.
did. But
Yeah,
he
I know,
was
it's-
applying 6
it's
dice or
been a
something,
while,
and
yeah,
I was like,
it's
I feel like you missed some.
flex, and
You
then
don't get any better. You don't have any
long
other
weapon.
forks.
Okay, so that's 4,
He doesn't have any other
6,
fighting
7,
skills
8,
really.
9 plus 7, so that's 16.
Intimidation, like,
He did that
yeah,
and his magic stuff already. So
yeah, I guess that's true.
Okay, so we're gonna
I will
do
take your pacifier. Stop spitting it out.
that.
Sorry,
She doesn't want to
thought I
be.
was
She
muted.
doesn't want to be pacified.
She's a strong and independent woman.
He got
Yeah.
a success.
You don't need no pacifier.
Sorry, it's
Yeah, hey, look, you got one. Roll fate.
Yeah.
16.
Maybe you'll get 6 6s
And
and summon 2 more demons.
It's happened before.
should I do anything with that? Because I mean, his defense was 6.
Nah, I'm joking. There's no.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I thought we were being
But I mean, you
serious. I
might
was like, why?
you might spend fate on your defense, in which case you could re-roll it anyways. But there
Yeah.
really isn't any point.
Only 6
Oh,
successes.
but you can do it.
Look at how
You can do
many
it.
ones.
Fate.
I was gonna say, might as well just spend 2 fate, right? And then you get to reroll
Yeah.
all the
You
6s
got
and one of the
6
failed dice.
ones. You do summon
That's
2 more
so
demons.
stupid. So that's gonna be
I assume you're gonna do your failed dice in defense.
3. Sorry.
You
Oh,
get
how
to
do I
choose
make it
where the failed dice.
Oh yeah,
exclamation
it's going
point
to
at the end.
defense. Exclamation point. I was gonna say, how do I explode? I thought that's what it was.
I need to
Another 2
explode, you Taco
successes.
Bell.
Okay. True. Very true.
You did it.
Okay. All right. So I
Causing
successfully
a stalemate.
defense just fine. Yeah.
And then go ahead and do 1d6 for that, just to see if you possibly get like 10 successes with your attack. 'cause
You
that
accidentally kill
automatically-
Eurus
Oh, that's
on
right.
6 fate dice.
That would be
we're all gonna lose
amazing.
our minds. Yeah.
1.
So what do you need?
Nothing.
Yeah. 1. Okay. Yeah. Par for the course.
Here's the thing. From now on, Connor succeeds on a 1 to 3 and fails on a 4 to 6. All right.
Let's go.
That would be awesome.
So did you get 1 over? Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Just 1 over.
Attaboy, let's go.
But he
Yep.
didn't
So
do any
and what does
damage,
this
but
look
he
like,
did take any.
Cantarius? What does it look like, Cantarius, when you're like just fighting defensively, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's just trying to stay alive, right? Like he keeps looking at Eurus, being
Yeah.
like, my fight is with you, but he keeps having to like fight off the other demons, and Eurus is probably like keeping his distance.
Just showing them that they can't get you.
Coward.
Well, and,
Yeah.
and you said you wanted to intimidate, so maybe that's what you're doing. Like you're laying the
Yeah.
groundwork for when you actually get to
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
You intimidate him. You're like, look, you can't touch me.
Slowly but surely advancing, not being
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't know that I can't hit you, but you can't hit me.
yeah. And then Cantarius, what do you want to do? Intimidation?
Yeah, I want to do an intimidation.
What do you say?
I think okay. So there's a couple of things he wants to say. First of all, so I think it kind of comes to a stalemate, right, where the demons kind of like back off for a minute, and everybody's like catching their breath,
Mhm.
and Cantarius does not catch his breath, and he just like stares at Eurus, and he's like, "I've killed." Well, I suppose he hasn't ever killed a demon like this before.
Mhm.
So he says, "Look at me, Eurus. I have come for you into hell itself. I have destroyed the bonds of many of your comrades, and I can do it again. You bond to something else, and I will break it. Look at these eyes. I see you in your true essence, and you are weak. I will kill you. This is your one chance. Leave. Leave this realm. Leave this whole world. And never, ever come back. And if you don't, even if I never kill you, you know that I will always hunt you down."
Roasted.
I'm imagining that this isn't like a pause in the combat. I think in between each of these lines, you're just slamming into a demon and like hitting into the
That's what I was
ground,
thinking,
right?
yeah.
As you're
Okay,
slowly advancing, right?
Yeah.
As they're coming at you.
Does he roll like a steel test to see if he's intimidated or something?
Well, the Cantarius is going to roll an intimidation check.
Yeah.
So
It's against
here
his
is
will.
here's the one thing that you do know now, Cantarius. He can't leave.
You can't run. Yeah.
They're
That's why we're
bound.
here.
Really?
Yeah, he has to reform, right? And even then, he can't get off the planet, right?
So do you want to change part of what you said?
Yeah, I can just not say leave
I mean, he
this
can run
planet.
physically until he reforms and then run spiritually, right?
Well, yeah, I think the idea would be maybe you just like find a corner of this world and hide yourself away forever. Like if you ever show your face, like I will destroy you.
Like just never
Yeah.
bond to anything, right? Like if
Yeah,
I ever
never
sense
bond to
your
anything
bond, I'll
again.
destroy you.
Yeah,
Like-
if I ever sense your bond to something again, yeah.
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 Yeah, you
Okay,
can't leave
so
the planet either, right?
Here's the question then: are you saying intimidation,
My goal in
unbond from the
intimidation-
artifact?
my goal in intimidation here is to since he can't actually leave the planet, and even if he could, I don't think this would be
You'd want
Cantarius'
that.
first go-to.
Yeah.
He just wants him to hesitate so we can just
Yeah.
kill him.
Sure. Yep. Makes
Nice.
sense.
So you're just trying to induce a steel test, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we'll do the same sort of thing where if he fails, the margin of his failure will be added to your dice.
Okay.
Right. On your next attack or whatever. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Make your
so-
intimidation. Ob 8.
Intimidation. I'm gonna fork
Or
in.
sorry. Ob 7.
I would like to fork in all of my disciplines to have my voice be booming with the physical, the voice be in
Nice.
his head with the intellectual, and then sensory as well. To like, just my voice is booming.
I
So
think that's fine, yeah.
I sound. That would be terrifying. I'm
That's cool.
in hell, and like my voice can be heard throughout the realm.
Oh, good. More demons show up. Thanks.
It's kind of Cantarius' go-to, right? Everyone can hear me.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So that's we're up to 11. I'm gonna fork in oratory since everybody can hear me.
Can you give an
Um,
advantage dice for the 10 demons I killed?
I'll give you one advantage dice for the fight that has happened so far with Dellon. Yeah, that makes sense.
Can I fork in command?
Hey,
Can I
you
give
know,
you an
for
ugly
me,
truth?
I did pretty good.
Oh, actually, ugly truth and persuasion.
I think the fight in general is what we're getting.
The fight in general, yeah.
Sorry, what did you say?
Ugly truth and persuasion.
Yep.
Okay, and you said the
Isn't it
ob
more
is
like
8. His will
deception?
is 8.
Ob is 7. He has a will of 6, but it's gray shaded, so that increases it by 1. Since you
Okay,
have
so
a
the ob
B.
is 7.
Doesn't it increase it by 2?
No, it increases by 1. I believe it increases it by 1 for each shade. If it's white
Oh,
shaded, it's
okay.
+2. If it's gray
Because
shaded,
usually if they convert something to black from gray, it's 2 dice. Like if you help someone with a gray thing, they get 2 dice.
Well, yeah, 2 dice up from 1, right?
Oh, I have
I
fear, so that's
suppose.
+1 die for intimidation.
Say it again.
I have feared, so that's +1 die to intimidation.
Yes,
and I also
yes.
have dreadful as a call on
Yeah.
in case this doesn't
Yep.
work.
You're actually right, Dellon. It is +2. It's +3 if it's a white shaded. So,
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
yeah, I forgot.
Okay.
So it's 8.
Well, that's
Ob
fine.
8.
You originally had said 8, so that was kind of funny. You reduced it
Yeah.
by 1, and I was like, oh, wait.
Ob
Okay, so I'm rolling 17. I'll actually roll the skill this time instead of
Yep. Yeah, you don't need to divide this into a pool.
8.
I've got 3 minutes, so this better work.
Yep. That's what we're ended on. So
Okay, cool.
Plus 9 is okay.
I'm just
rolling
telling
17
Connor that he
dice.
can't fail.
And you said ob is 8.
Ob is 8.
Nice.
Nice.
So
Now-
he hesitates his hesitation, right?
Yeah, he has to make a seal test. I think is the
But-
idea. Yeah.
If
Oh,
he
so I'm
gets
triggering
more
a skill
successes, does it improve or increase the difficulty of that hesitation roll?
Sure.
Or
Yeah,
skill test.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Does
So
By
if you would
one.
like
You
to spend,
You should call on, man.
I was just
Oh,
calling.
I'm for
Yeah,
sure
it's the
gonna
last
call
thing.
on, but
Yeah,
It'll increase the odd by 1 for each success you get over. I think.
Yeah. that makes sense.
4, 5.
Oh, yeah, I guess you could
6,
fate
7,
and coin flip too if you want.
Yeah. Margin.
8, 9.
More like
Yeah,
you take more.
I'll coin flip that first.
Are you gonna open end it also? You have 1/6.
Oh, is it not automatically open ended?
No, it's just intimidation.
Right. So. Okay.
If you're planning on
Sorry, I'm
spending all of
trying to
that, you
be-
could just do fate and do.
Oh shoot, I did that wrong. I need to do
Yeah,
that one
just
more
go
time.
do it again. So Oh, okay? You just doing the 6, or you could also do a coin flip.
No, I did. Oh,
You
I
did the 6 and
was
then
trying
the
to do
flip, right?
both. Yeah. So I did. I did.
Yeah,
both.
there you go.
You just do them one at a time.
Yeah.
Yep. Makes sense.
Okay, so that in which
Okay,
case
so we're at 9.
9
Which means
more
1,
dice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 8 because
Oops.
you. No, yeah, you're right. 9. Yep.
9 more dice.
Nice.
Okay, so that's 8 over.
So 16
What does that give me?
successes.
16 successes.
It increases his odd by 8, right?
Yeah,
point.
his steel test will have to be increased by a lot more.
Holy
so
cow.
that means I think his hesitation is normally 2 because he has like a gray shaded will.
Right, of course.
But so that will make it a 10. And I think he has like a 6 in it.
And steel.
I'll give him one more die for like his allies that are surrounding him, but and I don't think it's I think
so
it's
by how
gray-shaded.
much? So by how much he fails is how many turns he
How many
hesitates,
dice?
correct?
Yeah, exactly. And it will be how many dice you get on your roll. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he only got 5.
So that's 5 more dice that I get.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And I would let's just make that brawling roll and just kill him, right? And this is a versus test. This isn't a bloody versus anymore. I think you've managed to keep the other demons around you off enough that you can just break through and get to him.
Yeah.
Right?
So I sprint forward with my staff, and I just want to like
snap his
shove
neck
it
or
down
whatever.
his throat. I want to shove. I want to shove the staff down his throat.
Amazing.
Okay, so same roll as before. So I should get 2, 8 helping dice plus the 5, so that's 13 helping dice.
Your ob is 5.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think he's dead. Yep. Okay.
Nice.
So here's what I say as this happens.
Real quick.
And it's going to be.
He is going to spend some fate. He has fate.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Yep. He's still one.
Okay, and I kill him, right? Like, 'cause that was my goal.
Yeah.
It was just a versus test. Okay.
Yep.
So this is the poem that this is his like mantra that he recites every time he's like broken a bond of a demon. And this time he's killing a demon. So I think he like runs forward with his staff and he keeps like dodging or like breaking off or whatever, and he's like reciting this as they're attacking, and he goes, "In summer's realm where demons gleam with spite, in winter's chill we smite their wicked might. With frosty sword and snow their darkness we erase. In winter's icy grasp, demons find their final place." And he knocks him down to his knees and shoves the staff down his throat.
Yeah, I think it literally just like breaks through the back of his throat, out his skull, basically, right? And just probably like through the back of his neck, and just like you ram it through, and he just chokes and then kind of dissolves into like goo. And there's a singular moment of like terror in his eyes as he realizes he's actually dying. Right. And I think it's not even like you killing him here that's actually doing it, but there's like a moment where he's trying to reform again, and you see this happening, and you just like maybe even sever his spine.
Sure, yeah.
Right. You just move the staff and his head comes off, and then the regeneration stops and he just dissolves. And then the rest of the demons just vanish. Right. They just like, oh crap. And some of them who got killed by or who were near Dellon's fight realized that those demons died too, and are just like, okay, all right, we're running. We're getting out of here right away.
Yeah.
Can they get away? Because the whole point is that they have to reform, right? So they can't just leave. Can they?
They can run away on this plane. Right.
But like I can chase them
down.
Do you want to chase him down and murder him?
Down.
I want to kill as many as I can reach.
Yeah, let's do a versus test for Dellon just to like see how many can, and then everybody can add their dice if you want to do a demon hunt here as you chase down the rest of them.
And then should we just do Artha for David then, so we could leave after this roll?
That'd be ideal. I'll leave my camera on.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Is we'll do Arthur for you real quick, and then while we do everybody else's Arthur, you can step away. But yeah, if you want to hunt them down, versus test, let's go.
Yeah.
Doing 9 disciplines wise as a fork still, or I mean potential disciplines as a fork still.
Yeah, that's fine.
You get 3 dice from me for that, and then
Nice.
2 for my sword. So you get a total of 5 dice for Jared.
Dang.
Oh, thanks.
Ooh, you're up is 12.
Holy.
Because once you catch up to them, they're going to fight for their lives, right?
Right. Yeah, of course. Sorry, you said I get 5 from you, Jared?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I assume everybody
Wait,
else
5?
is helping too?
Yeah,
Does he have
How
to,
many
like-
to
2
Can
for
you
my
use an
sword, and
agility
I'm
roll?
buffing them with essential.
Oh, right. Okay.
Doesn't he
So I
do
don't
an
even need to
agility roll?
spend that.
'Cause he has to
fate
like run them down, right? Not just like, oh, I'm going to use
Yeah.
my.
Yeah, we're just kind of abstracting it into one like sword versus savage attack roll.
Hey, Caleb.
Mhm.
Since +3 is ob 4, can +4 be ob 5?
No, I don't think you can get more than 3.
Oh, I didn't spend that fate point then. Ignore that.
So I assume that Theo and Cantarius are helping, right? Or is Cantarius?
Why not?
distracted?
Alphonse?
I don't think Cantarius is. I feel like Cantarius is too like.
Just standing over the goo.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
Yeah. He's like still like processing what he's done.
Yeah. Also, weren't you told that if you killed him, Winter would die?
Yes, I knew that was what was going to happen. That that he was just going to leave. I wanted to play with that further, but I didn't think we had enough time.
Yeah, sorry.
We could open the next session with that if you wanted to.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Right.
Sure. Yeah, I can try and find a way in the intellectual discipline to keep his.
Just give him the trait has a body.
True. Yeah.
All right. I think I've got everything. I assume Theo's helping, right?
What do I roll for that?
I think you just need to give your trident dice to Dellon.
Yeah, we're just abbreviating this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has a trident of
8. Dang, son. Nice.
8. Wow, nice.
That's fancy. All right, here we go. Sword. No, don't go away,
12.
Notepad. I need you still. Just a little 14 advantage dice.
Boy, let's go.
Base out was 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nice.
Do
I didn't
the
even get to
number
use
of
my call on.
successes. I'd use it
What?
right now.
I don't think it does. Do
It
I
doesn't do
kill
anything.
more demons if I get
This
higher?
now this isn't a bloody versus test. This is a versus test, and the intent was to hunt down all the demons, and you succeed.
Oh, okay. I knew they were probably running in different. I didn't know if hunting them all down was even an option, so that's why I was wondering.
I think so. Like you guys have power now here, right? Cantarius is like us. He's like, okay, I know how to kill demons too. Like we know all of this, and you just like systematically hunt them all down in this weird realm. Any of the ones that got summoned here, right? By Eurus.
Right.
So honestly, I think they all have connections to each other. So it's not like you killed anyone who would tell someone that this happened. Everyone knows that this happened.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody heard the call. They just didn't come, and they can probably tell when demons die.
No,
Right,
like even at the very least, because Theo is here, main demon guy knows and can tell everyone.
Oh yeah, no, I was saying that like every demon heard that call, even if they didn't agree to it, and so they would all know that it happened, right?
Yes.
Every demon hearing. Yeah.
Agreed.
I guess they wouldn't all necessarily know that it went so badly.
Yes,
Right.
but Kraos can tell them that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Yep. So we just you round up all the rest of the demons and kill them. Very good.
Woo.
Nice.
All right. Let's do Arthur for you.
How many needs points do we get?
Well, we can talk about that. Let's do like the normal Arthur stuff first.
Yeah.
I literally only did the one thing. I helped Cantarius expel the demon as soon as possible.
Wait, I heal Theo.
Wait, not yet.
You can do that. Well, let's let
talking
David step away first.
you're
Let's
talking
do his
about
Arthur
that.
stuff
Okay,
first.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I make sure I heal you before the session so it doesn't get worse. Again.
It won't get worse again, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Technically, I didn't let Sergio interfere because we finished. Does that count?
Woo.
No, because I just had it not happen.
Okay.
Mainly, like the thing is, like, there will be still things related to that because it won't interfere as in like punish you for the aftermath of it, sort of a thing.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking more like I want to get this done with like. Even if he shows up, I'm not going to let him stop. Like, I'm going to get it done.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I think someone did show up, and I'm going to roll for Yuma and the others to see what they did to stop him. Yeah. So you just didn't have a chance to do anything.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know that I got in trouble at all. Everything was pretty helpful here. Nothing went bad.
Dellon succeeded with flying colors at everything he did.
I did the one thing that I can do, and I did it well, and that's the
pretty much.
There we go.
Yeah, so just persona.
Sounds good. Can I get? I guess it's not a skill. There's like the right skill, right time thing. I had the commanding aura for the steel test stuff, but I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, I don't think you get fate for that or anything.
Yeah, and honestly, I think Connor's made a bigger difference than mine did, anyways. Okay, cool.
Agreed.
Cool. Thank you.
Cool.
All right, thanks for playing. Sorry, I got to bounce so fast.
No, you're totally fine.
That was
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. Have fun.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if there's any other, like, I can stay longer. So if there's anything else you guys want to wrap up before we actually end the session, we can do that too.
I kind of wanted to see if I could make like a a miracle. I don't know if it's would I get a if I make a faith roll, am I wounded if I try to make a faith roll?
David's leaving behind a plushie for our enjoyment.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's funny. Sorry, what were you saying, Theo?
I said am I wounded when I try to make a faith roll?
No, I don't think it goes against faith. I don't believe so.
So I was like, I was like, how would I be wounded if I'm like?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not what happens. I'll double check, but
that makes sense. I mean, I was like, why would I be?
There's a couple of things,
like physical things.
I think it's typically emotional attributes don't get reduced by wounds.
Right. Because I was gonna see if I could. It might be kind of great. What would be like to heal all my wounds? Would that be like a 9?
To heal all your wounds? Oh yeah, it would be a 10. I think it would be like a major miracle, just insta heal everything. Well, actually, let me check. You only have a midi wound left over at this point, so that might be easier. Let's check it.
And
okay, so
what would
minor miracle said when blood ebbs from the wound, we pray that it be closed. I'm gonna make it an ob 8. It's intercession. It says this mighty miracle brings the hand of God down to pluck the devotee from danger. I think that's the kind of level you're doing. You don't need to like destroy a fleet of ships or part the seas or whatever. But it's certainly still a lot. So ob 8.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I can. I know obviously I can't. Is there anything that could help me? Could anyone else? Technically, could Dellon help me? Although he's not here.
No, because he has a different religion than you. Yeah, even though you think he has the same.
We think we have the same one.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't fork anything because it's faith.
Even if you tell Dellon to help you and he tries to, it doesn't help.
Okay. So can I just never fork anything in on faith, or does it just have to be?
You can't automatically fork. You can make linked tests. You could do a meditation thing. You could.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a meditation. You said I could do a gray shade. What would be the benefit of gray shading a will? Because it would just do like, what would be something that I'd want to get high on, or get a high number on?
I mean, this one might make sense, right? Just to get some extra dice on your faith roll that you want to do here.
Is there? What determines how many dice I get? How much I succeed by?
Yeah, I think it's typically just a 1. But if it's gray shaded, I would be fine with like maybe saying in this moment, this is a cool meditation scene. We could get like margin of success as your dice.
Okay.
So let's do this first. Theo, you should make a ob 2 health test to shrug off to recover from your superficial wound.
Okay.
So you still have that going on.
Ob 2, you said?
Sorry, it's an ob 1. Yep. There you go. Yeah, so pain fades immediately there. You don't have that anymore. We can get rid of it. But then you can make a ob 4 health test to try to shrug off the -1 die penalty.
But I'm making a faith roll anyways, though. I thought you said it didn't really matter.
Well, you're going to do meditation before that, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Would his faith wound be easier if his wound was less severe?
No, faith, it's never affected by wounds.
Nice.
I
don't need a difficult, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yep. So you can shrug off that -1 die. So I would just like add another advantage when you do your meditation. We'll go ahead and quickly gratiate your will here. And we'll make it an ob 3, I think.
Probably just use a persona. Might as well.
Sure, yeah.
Since it will. What's the ob?
Ob 3.
Is that a difficult? Oh wait, no, I forget. It's for
You've already
meditation.
advanced it at this point, yeah. And it would have doubled to 6. That's why you need to do it on meditation, being learned instead of on will. You would have failed no matter what, but it's fine, and it would still be a difficult test for will, which you don't need, or actually you do need that. Yeah. Nice.
So I got to roll for meditation then, right?
That was the meditation roll. That's what I'm saying. You just failed.
I don't mark that as a difficult test because it's on meditation, though, right?
No, it'd be because, okay, so this is the way it works. This is why we have to do it on the being learned meditation thing, is because it will tell us what the actual ob is for rolling, and then if it's routine, difficult, or challenging, that will determine whether or not it goes in a bubble on meditation or on will. And since it's a difficult test, it goes on will.
Oh.
But your Artha spent goes on will as well.
That's only is that on a success or no?
No. Failure or success.
Okay.
So yeah, that didn't help at all. You're gonna get an increased ob to this now.
Can I use fate, or is it not gonna? I need to use fate for will. So
yeah, you can spend 2 fate if you'd like.
Yeah. Totally.
Can I buff him?
You could have before he made the roll, I suppose.
I mean, for the next roll.
For the next roll, yeah, you can. Free faith, yeah.
Okay.
Remaining ob is it supposed to be 6 then total?
Probably.
Oh, for faith? No,
probably not. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I thought we were doing something else because just giving him +3 to faith whenever I want would be kind of OP.
That would be OP. Yeah, you can't do that.
Caleb, is it? I'm so confused. Is it a 6 or a 3 that I needed? Because it's not doubled.
You need a 6. Yeah.
So I need a 5.
5 increase regular up. Yeah.
Remaining ob is.
Yeah, and then 2 dice, and then I already gratiated the fate thing. Yeah, so didn't help at all.
Just wanted to use the fate.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so your ob for faith in dead gods is going to be a 9 now.
Oh, great. Okay. I feel like I'm probably going to get a persona this round.
Yeah, you'll definitely get at least one.
So I'm going to use my last persona on this. No helps or advantages.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oof, it's going to be rough.
It's going to be very difficult, yeah. Technically possible because it's open-ended, but... That was a pretty good effort, all things considered, but you can spend 1 fate to reroll 1 failed dice and hope for like a bunch of 6s. Which, I mean, again, you have 13 fate. There's not really much of a reason not to try.
Yeah.
Caleb, what's the punishment for failing?
I'm having a couple ideas on that. We'll see. Yeah, so go ahead and do fate. 5 remaining ob. 1 die.
Oh, and did we roll for me to heal him?
Yes, for his severe wound at least, yeah.
Oh, can I roll again for his other wounds?
No, he shrugged off his other wound. It went away already.
Oh, okay. So he's
failed.
Back to 0?
Yeah, he just has the 2 dice that are left over from his severe wound. Yeah. That's the only thing that's left. Okay. It's just going to take a while for that to heal.
And there's nothing the essential.
I'm just going to keep trying to heal. No. Cause a major miracle. I'll do it next time.
Yeah, so the thing is, Theo, I think you failed. And, every once in a while, the gods decide to twist things to their own ends. Try to decide if Kraos decides to step in at this point and do something. I don't think he does.
Can't you wait? When do you like succeed at a minor or major cost?
That's just in Fate, not in Burning Wheel. There are some things like resources and stuff that like have like rules in it where it's like you can give them the stuff anyway, and
Cantarius, you
nice.
could try the physical discipline.
To do what for you? Just
To
heal?
to heal
Theo's
Theo.
trying to just
yeah.
miracle himself
No.
away from having wounds. Yeah.
Adam, I only have a 1 in that.
I could give you +3. Technically +4. Because I'd be casting magic and then assisting with a 4.
Yeah, you can try that too. I think because of this whole sequence that Kraos wanted to happen, right? He was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna let Theo think he's doing something good, and we'll sacrifice yours to the cause. I don't think he would like step in and be like, why did you ask for a miracle? How dare you? I'm gonna kill you now. So I think he's just silent again. But yeah, if you have any other things you wanna wrap up here, Alphonse or Cantarius, did you want to try to heal Theo?
No, I don't. Well, what's the ob?
I don't even know. Like in theory, narratively, I was gonna say in theory, narratively, we've said that this sort of thing is possible with the physical discipline, but
it's
also
just harder.
Well, yeah, but also I don't know what that would even be because the actual thing that I put down here is like you can use it as practical magic.
Very practical.
To as in like imitate a skill. You can imitate alchemy, any craftsman skill, any artisan skill, or surgery. But like none of those can just insta heal someone.
I don't think we should. I don't think we should do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I heal my wound?
Yes. Yeah. Basically, you're trying to treat yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanna do a linked test with anatomy.
Sure. Yep.
Yes. What's the ob?
Well, I don't even think you need to do a link test with anatomy. I think you just.
I want to.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's fine then. Let's make the ob 2.
No.
I don't think it's difficult.
Oh. 2. Oops. It's 2. Does that do it?
I don't see anything.
Gosh darn it.
I saw David's arm.
Difficult.
He returned.
I'm gonna linked test surgery.
No, because you'd be imitating the skill already.
No, I'm doing bloodletting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so let's see. Yeah, I suppose you could do that. Yeah, that's fine.
Surgery harder.
Let's make that ob 3. I think.
That's not gonna help.
Well, it will because you automatically get a +1 ob for your other wound. It'll make it an ob 4.
It's still difficult.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Why isn't this work? What? It's ob 7. How is it difficult?
Yeah. Wait. What are you? Oh, because you're doing being learned, Jared, which means that the actual ob is different from the functional ob for.
Oh.
Yeah.
What of these skills would be an ob 4? Help. I know I'm making this roll harder. But
yeah, you've already made it +2 ob harder.
This is still very easily achievable.
Yeah.
9 disciplines wise.
Yeah, 9 disciplines wise makes sense as a.
Are there 9?
There are 9. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I just guessed when I wrote that. Is that an ob 5?
Let's actually have you try magic wise for an ob 5. Yep.
I don't know what that is. I have too many being learned skills. Have you read them all, Caleb?
Yeah, I've been glancing through them here. I'm interested in wine tasting specifically.
Yes, it's finally happened.
Increase your perception.
Yeah. All right. So
From a 3 to a 4. No,
What?
okay, from a 4 to a 5. I
Yeah.
see. Okay, so your final ob on this. Yeah, for essential, you're trying to do bloodletting.
For a baby wound.
Wait, for which one?
You said I had whatever the tiniest wound was.
Oh, your superficial wound. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so bloodletting for superficial. So it's going to be an ob 3 altogether with your increased difficulties.
Really? With
Yep.
With
the increased,
it was just an ob 1 originally. Okay, well, this isn't even okay. Well, I get 3 forks because I'm gonna do continuous and it's named.
You just wait while Alphonse farms some tests real quick.
Yeah. What?
This will be easy, he says.
There we go.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's hilarious.
So it's just
Okay,
gone,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, no. This would I believe give you advantage dice to the treatment.
Oh. Wait, what?
Yeah. Let me look.
Oh, can this just be a
Yeah, XX successes on the treatment test count as advantage dice for the injured character's test. So you rolled a 6 on that fate, so just roll again, right? Because you might get another success. Whoa, okay. There you go. Yeah, so you can get 1 advantage dice to your health test, which is going to be, I believe, another ob 1. Yeah, ob 1 health test with 1 advantage die.
Didn't even help. I have a gray health.
There you go.
Okay. Well, it's gone.
Indeed.
I got what I wanted, though.
It's true. Cantarius, did you want to do your try to save winter thing?
No, I think we should be done.
Okay.
Only got 5 minutes for it, so
Here's a question for you though. I can see a deeds point here if you don't try to save winter, right? If you knowingly sacrificed your son to do this, because I think like if you try something here and there's a chance of failure, or indeed if you fail, you could maybe mess up the thing you wanted to do, right? You could bring back part of Eurus too when you didn't want to, right? You could jeopardize the victory that you got by trying to attempt this. So if you just let him die, if you say he needs to pass on because this is what's right, I think you just earned the deeds point.
Well, it's weird to tempt me with a deeds point like this, but I think
Connor.
it does make the most sense to
Connor,
have
how
Cantarius
about-
be like, passing on to the next life isn't better than being stuck with me. And I bet that's how he thinks about it.
Yeah.
Like, my life is just going to be hunting down demons.
Yeah.
Who can manipulate with stuff like this. So him passing on is probably best for his soul. And he might even say that to Winter as like Winter's spirit leaves.
Yeah. But I think either way,
Find your way, my son.
what are we saying, Jared?
Connor, how mad would you be if I tried to save?
I don't think you could.
I'm
Pretty mad.
You don't have the
okay.
intellectual discipline, which is pretty much what's required to attempt this.
Not the spatial discipline?
No.
Never mind then.
Yeah, I think Cantarius earned a deeds point. Not only did he let his son go and do this, but he also changed the setting drastically by actually killing a demon, right? And making it possible to kill demons and all that jazz.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay,
David agrees too because he doesn't get a vote. Adam.
Yeah, so let's do Artha.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
That's a thing we have to vote on, right?
It is, yeah.
Whether I get a deeds point?
Yeah.
Typically, yeah, it's something that's big enough that we all need to agree and stuff.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't think we've done that before.
I think we have.
I think we did, yeah.
I think it's just been obvious enough the last times that we didn't like have a big argument about it or anything. Yeah.
Can I get
Cool,
a deeds point for actually bringing the guy out of the exercising him?
No, I mean that's certainly like a persona point. But yeah.
But
Can I
it's
get a
greater
deeds
than
point
myself.
for not messing
Yeah, but it's not changing the cosmology of everything forever.
What if I want to fail?
Can I get a deeds point for not using this opportunity to try and gain more power?
No. I think only Cantarius has a deeds point worthy here. Cantarius, let's go through your.
That means that like earning a deeds point is ridiculously hard by
is,
that
yeah.
standard, and I don't think it's been this hard before. I think we just kind of gave them away before.
I was more lax than I should have been with.
Because it has to be something greater than yourself or whatever. Didn't Alphonse get a deeds point for seducing a goddess?
No, I got a deeds point for sacrificing my magical artifact to save Dellon.
Oh, that's what it was. But you've earned more than one, haven't you?
Yeah, and my second one, what did I do for the second one?
I've only ever gained one deeds point.
Same.
I don't.
Or no,
remember
I've gained two, haven't I? No, I don't remember.
You got two. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Cantarius,
yeah.
Cantarius got one when he gave up his entire life to go out into the desert and
That's
teach a
right.
cult of
Yeah.
random
I'm just gonna start betraying people and getting deeds points.
well, that's the thing.
I'm
Like
sick
Theo,
of not getting deeds points, so I'm just gonna do mean things.
We've set Theo loose.
That is definitely like where Theo gets a deeds point is like when he decides one way or the other. I mean, we talked about this before. When he decides one way or the other about this god thing that is happening with like faith in dead gods.
Kratos just needs to reveal himself, and so Theo can make up his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Theo's gonna be the end game raid boss.
Yeah, Artha, Cantarius.
Winter is connected to Eurus, which means his presence is linked to his. I will keep Winter somehow. I directly decided not to do that.
Which is why you get a deeds point. So for that belief, you get a deeds point. Yeah, sort of.
Okay. This world is more than blood and gold. I will enter the intellectual plane.
You did it, Persona.
Eurus is inside of Armando. I will kill Eurus in order to spare Armando's life and defeat the demon.
Persona. Very good.
It still feels weird that I kill the demon and I only get a persona point for it. I understand that it's like related to other things, but it still feels weird. Instincts, always be on the lookout for the bonds that tie demons to the physical world. Always offer forgiveness to those who repent. Always be on the hunt for demons. Guess nothing really got me into trouble necessarily.
Yeah.
Traits. I used traits, but yeah, nothing really got me into trouble. Unless you think anything is particularly interesting. I guess Second Sight moved the plot forward. Or my gift did for the intellectual discipline.
It kind of, yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to give you other points for that sort of thing.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a fate point for Order of Determination, though.
Okay.
Because that was a really cool moment where you're like, I would be terrified, but I'm going to push forward and attack these demons and stuff. That was fun.
Okay.
Did we have a humor moment
Definitely
with Cantarius?
There wasn't really any humor moments in this one.
No, there wasn't much.
Yeah, I don't
humor.
think there were at all. Yeah.
Do I get any fate or persona for writing a poem?
Oh, I was gonna say embodiment for good or distinctive role playing, so a persona.
Okay, cool. Technically, I didn't write it myself, but you know.
What do you mean you didn't write it? Where did you steal it from?
ChatGPT.
I had it write me like 7 different ones, and I was like,
that
one's the best.
Take it back, Caleb. He doesn't.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm just joking.
Right skill, right time. I'll give you a fate point for the whole intellectual discipline stuff. Right.
Okay.
Like you're
a fate point, you said.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna give you another persona for Mold Breaker. Right. For going beyond the bounds of the character, letting your instincts and traits conflict and all that stuff.
Okay.
There's plenty of chance for all that stuff. So there you go. Or you know what? Actually, that's what you have the deeds point for. So.
Well, yeah, but I think I should also get a persona point for.
I don't think there was a
I feel
separate
like
instance.
I could accomplish multiple things that were like world breaking, including entering a plane that no one's ever been to before, killing a being that no one's ever killed before, and I only get a deeds point for.
All right. Yep,
letting my son die too.
Yeah.
I think I should be getting at least 2 deeds points.
No, I think it's just the one.
I think he gets 3 deeds points.
No, because what really matters out of all of that is that he did it for non-selfish reasons, right?
But then there's also greater goals, which is accomplishing goals bigger than you.
Yeah, bigger than you. That's the 2 criteria are helping another character when it goes against all of your beliefs and instincts, and
Helping them out
doing
of the cost.
something. No, yeah, exactly. And the greater good thing is you do something that's world changing, not for personal reasons, right?
Okay.
That's the one you got. You didn't help another character. This was all you, but it was
Gotcha.
for non-selfish reasons. You let your son go. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Very interesting criteria. But, okay.
All right, cool. So, Alphonse.
This might be a dumb idea, but I'm all for it. I'll make sure none of us die on this nonsense mission. None of us died.
Yeah, and I'll give you a persona for that because you also like, we're
Killed
doing
Adam.
healing on yourself and heal at Adam, and yeah.
I guess we can kill demons now. I will assist in the killing of Eurus.
You did
Such
it,
a funny
persona?
belief.
I have no idea how to get into this mental or realm or whatever, but I'll help Cantarius get us there. I gave him dice.
Persona?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure
And
that's all.
if he had failed that, you would have been caught in the failure of it. So.
Oh yeah, I'm fully aware of every time I do something, I'm gonna either make it harder or mess up potentially.
Yep. I think I think you didn't get anything for traits at least.
Oh yeah, definitely not. I didn't get into any trouble.
And I know, I think this is a pretty simple, Alphonse just helps everybody else session.
Do I get a humor for it only counts as 1?
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But
I just spend I think I spent 5 fate this episode.
Yeah.
I gotta get it some back.
All right, Theo. I don't think you advanced your will, steel, or faith, but you or no, wait. Did you? I think you did.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Advanced by steel.
You advanced your steel. Yeah. Okay, that's what it was. Yep, so you can take a persona for that. You tested your faith in order to find out if this is the one true god or a dangerous demon. The criteria was weird on that because you would have had it revealed it was a demon if it had failed. But I'll still give you a persona because you succeeded on the thing you wanted to do, even if it didn't have the effect you intended it to have.
Right.
We must find out which one Faustus had. Yeah, so that's for next time, is helping HA with the keys and stuff.
Yep.
Demon fight took up the whole session, so.
Yeah. I want to get a fate for always trust my friends because I didn't really want to go into the ethereal realm, but because Cantarius was wanted me to, I went. Because I honestly didn't know there was going to be a bunch of demons, so I thought it was just going to be him. So I was like, well, you guys got this. I got this other stuff. I got this other stuff I got to deal with. But I was like, I guess I'll go just in case.
Yep, I'll take a fate point I'll give you a fate point for always trust my friends for sure.
And never heed danger.
Oh yeah, you can take 2, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Anything right skill, right time, embodiment, or anything for Theo? Anything stand out to anybody?
What was the question?
Any other of the Arthur Awards?
I was going to say
right
MVP,
skill, right time.
crucial element of success.
Well, so that's what you get that at the end of arc. Which I don't know if we've reached yet, but yeah, I think that might be it.
Workhorse for doing all the work in this scenario. I mean, he technically did all the work in terms of the exorcism. We could also give that to Dellon.
Sorry, Workhorse and MVP are scenario things.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna give you a fate point for show no fear. Right, it was fun to actually see Theo be like, "This is my thing, steel, no problem." So, actually, that was probably a right skill, right time moment more than anything. Focus on steel, and it comes off. It pays off, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, either way, fate point. Cool. Only other thing would be, do you think Dellon earned any other extra Artha stuff for what he did? I don't think so.
Right skill, right time for sword.
It's one of those things where that really, it depends. It has to be an obscure skill that usually doesn't get used, right? Sword is just
not your instant go to every single.
Exactly.
situation.
It's like, oh wow, I have mending, and we have to mend
Personal
something.
goals,
That's
maybe,
perfect.
or is that?
Well, that's what you
that-
get when you complete your beliefs, which he already got one for that. So yeah,
Okay.
I think that's it. Cool. There you go. That was a blast. I really like that because it was super climactic and everything, but it's also nowhere near the end of the arc, right? But we still have to defeat Targoth.
Well,
It's
this
just
is like the first demon, and he's not even the most powerful one in terms of who we're aiming for.
Yep.
It's a good hint at like what's to come, but like a good like solid victory too. So, love it.
We got to a place where we showed that we are worthy of this battle.
Yep.
But now the greater battle is actually to come.
Yeah, right. It's like it wasn't like super easy, but we won. We're like, okay, it wasn't easy.
Your
but
first
we
testing along the path that you're heading down. Yeah. Love it.
Only gonna get
all right.
harder.
This has been Crow Inquisitors. We'll be back next time. Adios.